Came to party.
Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up.
I didn't come to fucking dance, okay? I came to party.
Good evening. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back to J is for Justice. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's good to see you guys. I've been watching the chat. You guys are wild. There's some wild stuff in chat. But Passion for Victims, welcome back. It's good to see you. Nick Stan, thank you for being here. Hey, Proud Mimi, it's good to see you. Evelyn, TJ's here to party. Chuck Marie says, I caught alive. What? That's awesome.
Just a shot of tequila and a nice blunt.
What's up? What's up, Buttercup? Hey, Jen, what's happening? You guys make me so happy. Hi, Beans. Hi, Paul. Paul Cremo. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Mary Dean. Hope you guys had a good Saturday. I got a lot of shit done today. Did I see Daniel talking to Alex, Juanita, and Dad's Gone Live? I did not. I haven't seen shit today. This is the first day that I've turned off everything. I actually worked outside all day today, and our yard is looking sweet. It's looking good. I had a couple beers after I worked out in the yard, so I'm feeling a little good tonight. What's up? I grilled burgers. It was a good day. It was a good day. What's up, Jonathan Spear? Hey, Gigi. So I hope you guys had a good day. Rescue Me. Good to see you. Julie. Ain't no party like a James Feathers party.
Dad, will you take you over to Nancy's? Dad, over to Nancy's.
So I hear that our friend CN, I'm not buzzed. No, not buzzed. You two bad actors. It's good to see you. Not buzzed, just feeling good. What's up, Julie? So I hear our friend CN is making friends over there in front of Nancy's. Who's he talking to? He's talking to the guy that started the ban or the recall on the sheriff or what? Hey, Shell. Hey, Potato. Sounds like you had a great day. I did. J Hunter says, I'm going to smoke in attempts to match energy. Linda, thank you for becoming a member. The guy recalling nanos. Sparky. Do it, lady. Thank you all the moderators that came in tonight. No, I'm not James level. I'm not. Nothing like that. I did come to party, though. Hey, Jeepin.
I didn't come to fucking dance, okay? I came to party.
I got a couple new sound bites I forgot to load up. Darn it. I got 2. Let me email them to myself. We're going to take some calls tonight. So what's on the agenda? Let me tell you about the agenda. Oh, I got bit. This is what's on the agenda tonight. So we have this special coming out on KVOA TV in Tucson. Bear with me. Shit. What am I doing? So we have this special coming out. The Guthries are supposed to be giving a statement, as well as the Nanos. I don't know what the hell he's going to have to say at this point, but I guess that's what's happening. And what's weird to me, Savannah's going to be there? Lizzie Bones! We can party, dance, whatever you want to do, Auntie Cheryl. Whatever you want to do, Auntie Cheryl. Bananas, nanas.
Bananas,
It should be Linda Kramer. It's good to see you. I'm not really getting my hopes up that it's going to be anything big. I'm really not. I don't think it is. Why is my chat? My chat got stuck on Buzzed J. You two bad actors broke my chat. Glory Days in the USA. Thank you for joining today. You are amazing. So anyways, this KVOA is on at 8:30 my time. Right now it's 8:11. But you guys know how YouTube works, right? Potato came to do cartwheels. Don't let it fool you. But hey London. So it's on at 8:30 my time. But you know how YouTube works with the whole algorithm, or shit, what happened to my popped out chat? I'm all a mess here. Anyways, it's on at 8:30 my time. And because of YouTube's copyright features, we're going to start it a little late. So we're not going to start right when they start. We're going to start after they start. Okay? No, it's actually 8:30 our time because that's what they said. Oh, stay humble. Have a great one. So anywho, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the phone lines momentarily and we're going to start taking calls. It is 9:30. It's 1:12 in Switzerland. Oh my God, thanks for sticking around. I'm going to double check because I could have sworn it was 8:30 Eastern, but it doesn't really matter. We'll take calls. It says 6:30 their time, so it would be 8:30 our time. We're 2 hours, correct? Eastern time. No, we're 3 hours. Dude, I hate this time change. It's 8:13 in Florida. What time is it in Tucson? 5:13. 6:70. Oh my gosh, we have a whole hour. Sweet. Okay. I'm good with that. Here I thought I was pushing it, but now it's going to be a later live. This party is just getting started. No, so I guess it's in an hour and 15. But that's okay. At 9:30 our time, we're going to be watching a new special on KVOA. It is called Bring Her Home. It is, let's see. Join News for Tucson on March 21st at 6:30 for a special program, Bring Her Home, the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. We will share a new statement from the Guthrie family addressed to the Tucson community. Just to them? It's only going to be addressed to them? Hi, Mary J. Blige. Oh my gosh, now Cheryl's telling me it's 15 minutes. I just looked it up. It says it's 5:30 in Tucson. So it looks like we have an hour and 15. Pretty sure. I'm going to open up the phone lines in just a moment, guys. Be patient with me. I want to get these two new sound bites. I don't know who the girl was that was hanging out with CN yesterday, but she's funny, and I got a sound bite of her. Shout, oh my God. Look at that, you guys. 70 months. Ride or die. I love you. Gosh. Oh my gosh. I got to get that pinned. Hold on. 7-0. You guys, I didn't even know that 70 months existed. But it does. Didn't even. And Shell is here to prove it. With coming in hot with 70 months of membership on J for Justice. Holy cow. Have you guys ever seen a 70-monther? I bet you haven't. You better be here forever. You're 70 months in. Look at this. I bet you've never seen a 70-month milestone. That is wild. Thank you so much, Shell, for everything. For being such a good friend. For being a great mod boss. And for having cute grandbabies. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's get that up there. There we go. 70 freaking months. All right, we got to keep that. We got to keep that up there for a minute because that's pretty crazy. Shell did not come to dance. That bitch came to partay.
Thank you for your support.
Auntie Cheryl, you're a 70-monther as well. That is wild. Scooter, who is Diaper Boy? Thank you for subscribing, Rescue Me. Do I think Nancy's grass is real? Mm-hmm. I do, because she has that dry patch. But that dry patch wasn't there in this drone footage. That's pretty wild. All right. Remember that yesterday when Mark droned, there was that dead patch of grass. That's not there in this footage. Diaper Boy. You guys crack me the fark up. Oh, Potato. Potato's like, I'm not far behind at 51 months. 51 months. That's awesome. Thank you, Tato, for everything. And thank you to someone retracted their shit. Who retracted? Don't retract your 1 month. I love you. Great job on the Nanos video. Thank you. Thank you. We all have that one dry patch, but she doesn't have it now, or she didn't have it then. That's what's weird. Okay, I gotta just do this one more. Wait till you guys hear these new sound bites. It's worth the wait. We got some good peeps out there in Arizona right now. Melissa Hexy is in at 50 months. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I say to this? Thank you, Hexy. Wait. Bertolino?
You know, the proof is in the pudding, if you will.
The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Thank you. And thank you. 18 months. We have a toddler. Thank you so much. We have a little baby toddler. You guys are great. Florida Mama Bear. Hi, Flannel. Belinda Buckner. Hello. Mesera. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Just let me get these couple sound bites over to myself. Do you know how many people sent me the unfortunate gait of Tommaso Cioni? Like 10. The unfortunate gait of Tommaso Cioni. But you know what, you guys? I have a surprise for you tonight. Before we open up the lines, I did some research of my own again last night. And I found what I think is an old Twitter account of Tommaso Cioni. And I'm going to show you the profile picture. And it looks like a young Tommaso. It's very weird. It's weird. But all of the posts are like in Italian. So I was like, it's gotta be him. You know what I mean? Like, you can only have so many coincidences. Mods, could you guys pin the Cooter chats tonight? Or put the Cooter chat in there? Sally, thank you for being here. Sally, that girl. Sally, I don't know why it disappeared, but thank you for your support. Jay, did you know on Nancy's front porch she has the security gate bar on the front door? Yeah, she has that big security gate thing. Thank you, Hexy. I'm going to pin the Cooter Chats. If anybody would like to send a Cooter Chat, just tell me you didn't come to dance. You came to effing party or something. But it does help me out, and it bypasses the YouTube 45% that they scrape right from under us. 4 years. I know. That's crazy. It's been great. It's been great, though. Just let me get these sound bites loaded up. I have never started a live and made people wait for me. This is a first for me.
Psychopathy.
Twin Mammy just upgraded like a boss. Upgraded like a boss. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
See, the problem is I got to figure out what I want to replace when I put these new sound bites in. It gets a little tricky. So get your phones fired up. Get everything ready that you need to get ready, because we're going to party tonight. We're going to take call-ins. And we can talk about whatever you want. We can talk about Nancy. We can talk about theories. We can talk about nanos. Brenda Love, 45%. Yup. That's exactly what they take. I don't know what pulling a Trisha is. Trisha, you mean Trisha D? D? I'm going to get back to watching her. Kind of miss her.
Did I ask you what somebody I don't even know thinks?
Hi, Just Alice. It's been a great day. Hi, Admit. Good to see you. I think we'll put that one there. Okay, so our two new sound bites, courtesy of Alex, a.k.a. Criminal Network, a.k.a. CN. Okay, so I was listening to his live last night. We've got a new one. You guys ready?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, Dad, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to the Nazis?
That's become my favorite.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, Dad, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to the Nazis?
It's the liquor store first, then Nancy's now. Okay, and then the other one we have is this girl that was with CN. I couldn't see her because she was behind the camera, sitting out there. But it was so funny because she innocently said this. So she was telling the story about, how he walked up and he said, I didn't come to dance, I came to party. And this is what she said when she was telling the story to some other people that were there on the scene.
I'm not here to dance, I'm here to effing party.
She told the whole story. She's like, he walked up and he's like,
I'm not here to dance, I'm here to effing party.
Was that Juanita? I don't think that was Juanita. I think that was another girl. Hey, Kathy Shields. Was it Juanita? If it was I don't know who it was. Listen.
I'm not here to dance, I'm here to effing party.
It didn't sound like Juanita to me. Hey, Penny. I have to admit, I have used that quote now in public. Oh, shit, Scooters. Now you're going to be the perp. I think it's the AZ searcher. I think that's who it was. I think it was the AZ searcher. She's funny.
I'm not here to dance, I'm here to effing party.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, Dad, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to the Nazis?
He does the best, James.
Dad, will you take me over to the Nazis? Dad, over to the Nazis.
It was AZ Searcher. Yeah, she's funny. So anyways, those are our new sound bites. I thought it would be funny. What else?
Just a shot of tequila and a nice blunt.
Get your shot of tequilas, your nice blunts. Let's get this party started. Okay, we're going to kick it off with call-ins. And like I said, we're not going to be able to watch this thing when it starts.
For fuck's sake.
Because of copyright. We're going to have to let the thing start first, and then we're going to have to watch it, and then, pause, discuss. So it'll take us a minute to get through it. I'm sure it's not live. I'm sure long. I'm sure it's not extensive. You know what I mean? We get all built up. It's kind of like when they do these press conferences. They build us up and build us up and build us up, and then there's nothing. And then we're left going, let me show Tomato first. Okay. You guys ready? Put your little detective hats on. Okay? I need you to tell me if you think. Wait, did I download it? If you think this is a young Tommaso. Okay, first we'll start out with this, which is the cover page, which is the first thing I saw, okay? I've been looking for this motherfucker high and low, okay? High and motherfucking low. I found him, look at 5:49 a.m. Can I get some props for the fucking overnight work? Literally. It's been bothering me so much. Okay, so this is what I found. Tommaso Cioni, and then he's got this like soccer or whatever they play, okay? And then it says joined January 2015. He's got 437 following and 28 followers. Thank you. Applause. And then if you guys could hit the like button, that would be great. And then the last thing he reposted was in May of 2015, Sky Sport, and it says translated from what? Italian. Italian. So tell me, this is not Tommaso Cioni that married Miss Annie. Boo-hoo. Everything was scrubbed except this. Scrubbed. So we have an hour until the thing starts, right? You guys just tell me how much time left until we start. That's awesome, Auntie Cheryl. You do it, lady. Make it a double. Hey, realtor. And then on 5/5/15, translated from Italian, there are no words to describe the emotions felt this evening. Just a thank you to the guys who tonight. And then I clicked on it and that shit was gone. Okay, so this to me pretty much proved it's our Tommaso. And if you take notice, it's not TOMASSO. It's TOMMASSO. And his thing is at Tommy. And if you recall, the guy from Jimmy Eats World, he said Tommy is a fucking great guy. How dare you suspect Tommy, right? Tommy and Annie are the daily caregivers. They love her to death. So that to me, pretty much was like, okay, this is probably him. Probably him. It's probable. Kelly Mack, what's up, my girl? Okay, so let's shrink that over here. Oh my gosh. Let's not even talk about Nanos' ears. Those things need a zip code of their own. That's how it was spelled on the flowers. Good eye. Okay, now the next one is going to be the profile picture. Oh, look at QE Crux. That's not him. How do you know it's not him? Because you're him? That's so weird. How do you know that's not him? Seriously. I mean, I'm asking for reals. You guys are getting me all screwed up with your time zones. Okay, so here's the profile picture. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. QE Cruxed. Do you think that's a younger Tommaso Choni? Oh, there's a special on KVOA tonight, Z, and we're gonna watch that together. And we're gonna take call-ins in the meantime. But right now we're talking about Tommaso. Do you guys think that's him? Different one? Different Tommaso Choni? You guys say no. Look at those birthing hips. You guys say no. I mean, this would be old, right? This would be, let's see, like 11 years old. Hey, Bridget Survey 319. No, they didn't speak. It's on an hour. I mean, this is kind of old, right? 2015. But look at the bathroom. Hold on. The bathroom looks very Italian. Savannah is supposed to be in the special, yeah. This guy was born in 95. How do you know? Just because his username has 95 in it? He looks kind of young. I don't know. How do you know these people, QE Cruxed? You want a recent picture? I mean, how many Tommaso Chonis are there? What's up, Leo? Jen Fisher just upgraded like a boss to Subpoena Superfan. She's a super fan. Super freak. Super freak.
Coming in hot. Just like the fajita.
Someone said they saw this guy's Instagram. I mean, it's either Stefan Stern's brother or it's Tommaso. Let me see if I have a recent one in here. I just find it to be odd. Unless it's a common name. Is that like John Smith? You know, I don't know. The whole Italy thing is new to me. So I'm just going to put this here in honor of Nancy. So I feel boo-hoo. Are there pics of him on Savannah's social media? No, there's not. Do you think that we're going to feel like gaslit by this special tonight? I kind of have a feeling we are. From Spain? Not according to my records, girl. My records state the following. Let me get through my records. Maybe I didn't send that one, but there's like a little bio of him. It says, I was born, now listen, this is him, quote, I was born in San Giovanni Valdarno on June 18th, 1975. So San Giovanni, I'm going to type it out. San Giovanni Valdarno. There you go. That's where he said he was born. Franny, you're crazy. So I don't know where that is, but you guys can do some searching. So I don't know where you got Spain, but that's what I got. Do you guys think it looks like him? I'm looking for a current picture to kind of, you know, put a face to a face, if you will. Oh, here's one. Here's a much older, more serious Tommy Choney. What do we think? Let me get this. I like Tipsy J. No, I don't think so. Now that I'm seeing the eyes, I don't think so. I say no. I say no, not him. I say no, I don't think so. The eyes and the brows, like the whole shape of the eyes are different. Chonies? That means underwear? Yeah, I don't think it's him, but I was like, oh my gosh, is it him? I thought I found him. But there you go. His scrub job was good. Tommy, your scrub job worked. I also saw something where he had referred to himself. Oh, that was a fake account. So just to let you guys know, the new account with Annie and Tommaso as the profile picture is not, I think it's fake. I can't find anything on him, Kathy. I mean, I've tried. I really thought I found something. No, nothing. Savannah's husband did a good job. Yeah. All right. Well, we got about 45 minutes. I say we open up the phone lines and start taking some calls. Let's chit chat for a few. The LIZ. Oh my God. LIZ. She came in right when I said that. Coney? Choney. So the call-in number is up on the screen, 727-755-6001. The special starts in 45 minutes, so we have time. Let's go ahead and there we go. Phone lines are open officially. 727-755-6001. Smoke them if you got them. Whatever you got to do. No one's going to laugh at you here.
Just a shot of tequila and a nice blunt.
Chones, chonies, big cajones, cahoons. What is it? 7/27 is your birthday. My son's birthday is 7/30. Italy makes more sense. Yes. 727-755-6001. What do you mean the stupid lava lamp? The lava lamp rules. I thought the special was regarding Savannah and the Down Syndrome organization. No, it was supposed to be a message. That's awesome, LIC. Lovely Lisa. Kahunas. Kahunas. Are you guys scared to call? Are you just going to sit here and watch me talk? Easter Sun, what's up? Dude, lava lamps are badass. My last lava lamp broke. It broke. I should put a new one on the wish list. I don't care. I'll sit here and talk to myself all night. Bridget Servey, I was watching... I think I saw you in chat. I think it was Alex. Choni. No, it actually is Choni. I actually found, you know what I did find? And I would never put this public. So you can thank me later. But I found their son's piano lessons on YouTube. Saved by the Bell. But when the teacher announced him, she said, Choni. That's how I learned that. Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hi, Jay. It's White. Oh, my God. It's White Lotus.
White Lotus. What's happening?
Hey, girl. Hey, chat. Everybody put your tin hat on.
All right, hold on.
Put them on.
It's on. Give it to me.
So, not one thing of this case has made sense.
Not one.
So here's what I'm thinking. Those two images of that guy on the porch, do you think they're real? And if they're real, why aren't there timestamps? Could that be an AI-generated video of anybody's camera?
It could be.
I can't see him getting through that front door. I can see him coming out, but there's 2 locks on it. We don't know what he was wearing. We haven't seen the last proof of life. They're just not telling us a damn thing.
Nothing.
I think it's all a lie. I think something happened to Nancy.
Well, you know what?
I think
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. But we got to this point in Idaho where we were like, there's people in tunnels and, you know, this is cartel. Like, people were, it's the same thing. But anything's possible. I agree with you. We have some pretty, like with Brian Kober, it was like, who's Brian Koberger? But now you've got some pretty, you know, important people.
Yes, and there's got to be something. I mean, if they wanted us to believe that she didn't have camera footage, that they had to fish for these 2 images, and you don't have a timestamp or a date on them, why do you think we should believe you, Sheriff Nanas, if you haven't told us the truth the whole way?
Right. I mean, is any of this real, dude? Like, that's what I was getting at the other day. I'm like, did something happen and she's like part of a bust of something and she's being kept protected?
I really think she died, and I think they found her body in that house, and I think, okay, tin hat, God, I'm not crazy. I'm telling you, I'm not crazy.
No, I know you're not.
I think they buried her in silence. I think...
Oh, wow.
Because where the hell is she?
Yeah, I mean...
And Tommaso, why, if he's innocent, why would he scrub his entire life from the internet?
Well, and you know what freaks me out, to piggyback on that, is it freaks me out that we heard that it's possible for a celebrity to call a senator and ask him not to make something that is like time of the essence, but to keep it hush hush. That's effed up.
Oh, I'm questioning that senator.
But go back to that though. Why would she do that? Why would she not want it public right away? Like, what did you have to prepare for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know there's something up with it, and I know she's probably dead, But the whole story they're putting out there and that perp on the porch, I don't think is real, because there was no blood drops on that porch when he arrived. And there are blood drops now. I think that whole camera thing is a farce. I don't think it's real. And if it's real, I want to see the goddamn timestamps.
White Lotus has had
You're not
it.
just going to put a picture out there and then anybody can be accused for this crime from that fucking picture.
You know, that's
you don't want them
true.
accusing the wrong, you don't want them to pin it on the wrong person or to, set somebody up just from this frickin' picture that has no date or timestamp on it.
It looks like a lot of people, It could be,
I mean, they have guys walking through this neighborhood that looks just like that porch guy in the foothills of Catalina foothills of Tucson.
Yeah.
For them people to say that they felt safe in their neighborhood, I don't believe that for 1 minute. If they had cameras and they saw the homeless population and these strange people walking through their neighborhood, why would you think it was a safe neighborhood? Did none of them have cameras?
They did, but
I
think what the problem was with the cameras was that they have so much trees and that brush and stuff that you can't see the road, and they're kind of set back. So that's been a disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And then I just had another thought, and it just popped my mind. God damn it. I have ADHD really bad.
You're join the club.
What else? I was going to say something about nothing that is about this case have we learned that has been truthful. But what was my thought? God dang it. Anyway, that's just my thing. I'm like, I don't know.
It's frustrating. I can hear the frustration in your voice, and it's understandable. I mean, it's been a long time. We've had the sheriff say people are safe there, and then we've had him say, no, you could be the next one. So, I mean, rightfully so. When do you see a law enforcement sheriff, especially a sheriff, giving such mixed information to a community? So I understand.
Yeah,
frustration,
I
girl.
just wonder what that senator has. There's something that has to play a role. So we will never hear a 911 call because there wasn't one. Somebody reported a woman missing and the address.
Well, I have two theories on that.
Who called?
I have two theories on that aren't sinister against Savannah. So maybe Savannah had already felt like something was off, and maybe when she heard, Annie and Tommaso couldn't find the mom, that she was like, hold up, wait a minute. And she knows that sheriff is, incompetent. So she called that Mark Kelly, and she had him notify Tucson and the sheriff. Maybe she wanted to make sure that the information was relayed correctly. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. That takes too much time to me. You know what I mean?
So
we got to find our mom.
What if Annie and Tommaso went over there? This is another tinfoil hat moment. What if Annie and Tommaso went over there and she was dead? And what if they called the coroner to come pick her up within that, is it 40 minutes or an hour that passed?
Yeah, but then they wouldn't be investigating a homicide because the coroner would communicate with the cops, right?
Yeah, that was a big fake tin hat comment.
No, it's
my
okay.
mind is just all over the place. I'm like, it's so hard to believe because they don't give us, I mean, the typical missing person, they will give you everything. Height, weight, what she was wearing last. I don't know.
I know. Well, I don't know. That's weird to me too. Like, why no clothing?
I just don't believe those porch pictures.
Maybe because
there's
someone
like
lied.
a million porches that look like that in that neighborhood. I'm not going to believe it until I see a timestamp. And I know I'm out there on this, but they're fucking covering something up big, and I want to know what it is. Because it can't be that big. With an 84-year-old woman, maybe she did uncover something in the pharmacy industry. who knows? But for them not to even put out basic missing person information. But they have that garage door time, right? Evidently. But why was there a call made at 7 p.m. as well?
Yeah, I guess knowing that, a celebrity can call a senator and keep her missing mother under wraps is what makes my tinfoil hat go on. Like, that to me is just, that's a little wild. Why would you not want it public? What did you think happened, Savannah? Like, that you wouldn't want it public? Like, obviously, at first, she didn't think that it was a rando, in my opinion, because if Savannah thought it was a rando, I feel like she would have not wanted it to be private.
Yeah. And then how can Savannah, being in New York, first of all, I assume Annie called her and told her what was going on. How can Savannah assess that situation by just what Annie's telling her and call the senator? Do you think the senator went over there first to scope it out?
I don't know. He went to Pima County at one point and brought coffee and donuts to the department. There's pictures.
So what did Annie tell Savannah that made Savannah feel like she needed to contact the senator instead of call 911?
That's why I'm saying that maybe at Christmas time, Savannah had some red flags about Mom. And you know what I mean? Like, maybe there was something that she suspected. And then when this happened, she was like, I better call Mark Kelly and let him know that this could be, someone I know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and you would, there's no videos of Nancy out there, so you don't really know what her condition was, or they're just telling us that she couldn't walk very far, and then somebody else is telling us that she walked fine, and
well, right, and then
I'm so frustrated.
And then the blood, right? Like we only hear from Ashley Banfield and her source that there was blood in the house, that there was forced entry. All of these things came from sources. The things that we know that came from Nanos are nothing but contradictions. It's wild.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
There ain't nobody that would get through that front door unless Nancy opened it, for sure.
Right.
Unless she had 2 deadbolts on it, and it's a security gated door. I don't even think they could pry that off unless they had a special tool.
Yeah, those
to drill
are
them out.
Very difficult to get through, from what I hear.
Yeah. So who knows if there was forced entry or not? But I'm going to let somebody else call.
Well, thank you, White Lotus.
Out on you.
No, thank you for calling.
I'll be listening.
All right, you too, girl.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Thank you, White Lotus. No, I'm not down in Ashley for that at all, but it's weird, right? That they call in, our mother's missing, we can't find her. 727-755-6001. The phone line is wide open. Thank you, White Lotus, again. Where does jelly beans come from? What does that mean, Tangerine? Yes, Ashley said that the back door was wide open. No, not those, Franny. Mary J., don't be nervous. I missed a call from 239 if 239 wants to call back. Who is Robert Neal? Robert, what are you talking about? Hey, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
It is Southern Ish.
Hey, is she?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm sorry, I'm dry.
Oh my God.
And
Whoa. Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah.
What?
Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you. We got a bad connection. You roboted on me. Oh, we lost her. Whoa, that was wild. Did you hear that? She totally roboted out, you guys. How did that even? She's like, I'm driving. She had a glitch in her matrix. That's so funny. 727-755-6001. I didn't even have time to turn it down. It like my little volume thing was all the way red. I'm so sorry. I think my brain is still 727-755-6001. She was driving. Hey, D LaBelle. Okay, so you guys don't think anything sinister about that? Kathy Shields, celebrities want to keep it on the down low. So maybe at first she thought, oh, she just wandered off or whatever. It did short circuit it. I just always thought that. I thought that was kind of strange. But I guess that's how it works in that world. You know, you have connections, you know people. And if you know people, you can get shit done, right? I mean, I guess if I knew people, if I had friends in low places and my mom went missing, I'd call in everybody I knew and be like, I need your help. I need to make sure they're on top of this. Yeah, we don't have that option. Or did A tell her T did something and A was panicked? Maybe. And if she knew Nanos was incompetent, yeah, which he is. Dude, that guy is a piece of work. His record in El Paso is horrible. I think it's maybe because Mark was able to immediately get cash involved. Maybe. But he said that she wanted him to call Tucson and Pima County. But that could be it. Chuck Marie, read my super chat. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, sorry about that. Can't call. I've got my kiddo here, but my tinfoil hat theory. PCSO is involved. It's pretty convenient that they have their reality show filming during a worldwide case, ain't it? The timing is impeccable. But sometimes it's just coincidence. Like with Brian Koberger, the Pullman WSU police also had a show. But what's weird about that is that I think he watched it and saw how incompetent they were. I know we do need to watch those shows. 239's calling back. Hello, 239. You are live on air. Who am I talking to?
Val.
Hello, Val.
Are you online? Like, I want to see you. There you are.
Yeah.
I'm the one from Cape Coral, Valerie, Zero, whatever, Consalvo.
Hey, Val.
My friend wants to know, how come we watch it together? Why is it that the person in Colorado that looked up, searched her in Google, and they searched her again the month before, whatever it was, how come they haven't been saying anything about this person that Google searched Nancy's address and Savannah Guthrie's money?
Good question. I don't know. I mean, they came out and said that the Google things were not precise enough or something, like not to read into it. Isn't that what they reported?
I don't know. She's asking me to ask you. She's in another house. I'm like, oh, I got to ask her a question.
That's what I heard, that they came out and said, "Oh, don't put too much stock into those searches because
Why not? If they
are
Google searches.
Yeah, they aren't as precise as you think. Yeah, it was one of those deals. So in other words, it was
sick of it. I mean, come on,
swept
now.
under the rug. Yeah.
What they're doing to these YouTube people is just totally ridiculous. It's not right. It's not fair. I've been watching since day one. I've been watching through everything. They're just crucifying the lady screaming last night for no reason. Why? Why are you screaming? About what? You know, he only lived there since January. And I'm glad I call him Criminal Minds. I'm glad he said that, Alex, that what would you do if your mother got taken? All I know is that I have 9 cameras. I have 7 for my dog because he had seizures. And I had 2 outside, actually one for me when I sleep to watch what goes on. I want to know, that's what I want to know. Why don't you have all the money in the world? You don't have a subscription for your mother. Or do they have it and they're lying and not saying anything?
I think they have a lot more video than they're telling us.
I do too. I think it's all over. I don't believe that because I have the camera and I look at it all day long and get alerts. But it's just ridiculous.
When does it come the time where they release more?
You know, what are we going to do? Wait till 2 years from now? And then did you watch Ashley Banfield today? Do you have that guy?
I haven't yet.
Course on today or yesterday?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
He was talking about where to look. I was trying to email it to you, but I sent you those pictures. I thought I saw the guy there in those pictures. Did you get the pictures I emailed?
No, not yet. Let me look.
Okay.
Let me look while I got you here.
It's on the Vola 415. I have 2 emails, the same beginning with different ends.
You sent it today?
No, yesterday I sent the emails last night. I see, it looks like when he goes up to the door, and it looks like he's looking through the side door anyway. I believe they came through the back too, if it did happen.
I don't see.
Something
What's your email?
What's your email again?
What'd you say? What's your email?
Vola 415 is the beginning.
Vola?
VOLA 415. I sent 2 pictures where you can see,
I don't have anything.
like when he comes through the front door, right there behind him, you'll look, and I circled it in red. You could see like somebody with another mask on, it looks like to me, with his eyes and the reflection of his eyes in his mouth, and he's like leaning down. And it looks like his hands, like a silhouette, like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like to me. I'm not going crazy.
No, you're not going crazy. This is just a crazy case. You know?
This is just ridiculous. I'm just tired of it. I don't understand it. I just don't know. You know, I believe the perp is going back and forth, and I believe he was there again because 99% of the time, the perp returns to the scene. I believe he drove back around if he's a loner. If he's not, then I don't know what. But the guy on Ashley Banfield, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, his name was Sergeant Cross. He said you have to go west of Reddington, east of Reddington, and west of Aver Alley. And he says that's where they found the 2 females, young females. They found bones he said, unfortunately, because of the coyotes. He says that's where they found them. And usually when when the monsoons come, a lot of bones pop up. And that's where they find a lot of people because they're dug in a shallow grave and it's so desertly, it's so dry that you can't find it. But he said people search over there in that area. You don't know why the sheriff doesn't let anyone search and why they're doing what they're doing. And I think he should be recalled and I think he should be gone.
Yeah, I agree.
They should have put the crime tape up the whole time. They should have took the rug. They should have took the flowers on the floor. And they should have took, like, what's her name says on Interview Room? They should have took the doors. You know the DNA from the saliva from the mouth flashlight. Come on.
Or the door handles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, what did they do inside, you know? I know, you love it there. It's beautiful there.
Oh, it's beautiful here.
It was a beautiful day today, wasn't it?
It was beautiful out. I have AFib now. That's another thing. They're talking about the heart thing. When you have something wrong with your heart, you have to take the medicine, but you don't have to take, the metronidazole. But I just got diagnosed with it, and when you take it, I get anxiety, and my heart starts racing. So I think if something did happen to her, I believe, too, she might have had a heart attack. And the reason why they took the body, either they did something to her, God forbid, I hope they didn't, and she had her nails dug into them. She probably watches TV like we do, all these CSI stuff, and had DNA on her body, on her person. and that's why they took her body. Either that, or it's about, I think, the Epstein thing too. There's a lot of scenarios.
I guess I would have to know, like, how much blood was actually in her house, you know? Like, was there a lot of blood? Are her sheets there? Was there blood spattered all over the walls? Was it just on her pillows? You know, there's just so many things we don't know.
Because she said they took my mother from her bed. I mean, the stupid video with the bed making corners, this person could have been watching her for a long time, like my friend said with the Colorado searches. They could have been watching her a long time, Nancy. Jealous of Savannah. It could have been when she went back to the school. Some crazy cheerleader thing. Jealous girl did something. You don't know. There's so many scenarios.
There's so many scenarios because we basically know nothing.
I mean, they have more camera footage. I'm sorry. I look at mine all the time. Because I have coyotes here. And when they said the coyotes they leave bones. Like they kill dogs or cats or the owls, they go after everybody. But they do go after people because they're getting more comfortable because of all the building that goes on. So I just would not live in Arizona. I'm sorry.
What do you think of the construction workers theory?
I think that it could be that. Yes, I believe that. I believe it could be one because of what that case with that Nancy Woodrum. It's just there's so many. That house is well kept.
I just watched that last night.
Everything's well kept in that house. You can see how clean the concrete, I don't know what you call the brick. It's like a brownstone they call it in New York. You can see the brick, how clean it is. It must be power washed. Because when my sister got married, we painted the brick, and we painted it red with the white. We made it look like it was new. For the pictures. So it's so well kept, our house. There's DNA there. There's DNA all over the place. Who knows if they were hiding in that guest house? Or whatever you call that thing, pool place.
Yeah, the rug looked disheveled. Did you remember that?
Yeah, what about Annie and the other one? Did they stay there? I won't say the name. A-N-T. Did they stay there? Did they stay at the house when they were selling their house in between?
Good question.
How do they afford a $750,000 house now on a salary when she's not even working there? Okay, you sold yours for $365. Why did Nancy redo her house twice? When she has a multi-million-dollar daughter that will give her the world, she loves her so much. Doesn't make sense.
None of it.
We could all write a book.
For real. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Ever.
Me either. I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Well, thank you for calling in, Val.
Yeah, I'm always on making comments all over. I watch everybody.
I love it.
You're the main one I watch because I like the way you go back and forth and go around.
Thank you.
And
I
don't
appreciate
get me on that other guy. I don't even want to say his 3 numbers. That he never pays for nothing.
Oh, shit. All right, Val. Have a good
Michigan,
one.
New York, Long Island, signing off.
Enjoy Cape Coral.
All right, you too.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye. Love you, Val. That was a great call. Thank you for calling in. Let's take some more. 727-755. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it looks like someone from Michigan. Hello, you are on air with Jay.
Hi, Jay, it's Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn. I knew it was someone from Michigan.
I know the 248. This is a big giveaway.
It is. What's up?
Well, there's just one thing that's kind of stuck out to me. Do you remember when Savannah went to visit the Today Show, and every time she gets on camera, I feel like she's sending a message to someone. And she said that she was back there to be with her show family, and that, as her mom would say, where else would I go? And it just made me think, well, she had a conversation with her mom about leaving Tucson. And it just made me think that, well, she knew something was wrong. Something wasn't right in Tucson.
You think she had like a feeling that something was going on?
Yeah. Or maybe they had even had a conversation about it. And because if her mom had said to her, where else would I go? I mean, who has that conversation and why? Unless she wasn't being treated right.
Well, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking that maybe it was, you know how her home was for sale for a little bit? That maybe they were trying to get her to go to like assisted living.
Yeah.
Or something, or like maybe move, you know, somewhere where like closer to Savannah, and like, no, where else would I go? Like, this is my home type thing.
Yeah.
But you could be right.
And that's a possibility. You know, there's just too many coincidences to be, and too many secrets not being shared. And if they have video of Porch Guy, they have video of her being dropped off. Why not share that? You know?
Yeah, it's weird.
There's so many things they could share that shouldn't hurt the case, is what I'm saying.
You know, and I think about it like this, too. Like, when Gabby Petito was missing, and she had, like, two sets of parents. She had her mom and stepdad, and then her dad and stepmom. And those people were always together in front of, like, with their lawyer in front of the cameras when she was missing. I mean, united front, there was no question about it. And I feel like the weirdness that we've seen says more than what we're not hearing. Because that weird, like, let's walk down the driveway, let's, you know, walk down, put the flowers there, and then walk back, like that did not seem real to me, you know?
Yeah.
Where's the pressers? We've got our lawyer standing next to us, you know?
Right. It's staged. It's all staged. It's what it feels like to me anyway.
The only thing that bothers me is the blood, right? Like, if she was just missing without a trace, like she just left her stuff and said, I'm out, I'd be like, okay, well, the lady has the right to, like, go wherever she wants for however long she wants.
Right. But they won't say, again, how much blood was there in the house. I mean, my husband, you know, he's had the heart issues similar to what Nancy has.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on all the blood thinners. I mean, you could walk outside and find speckles of blood around the yard where he's cut himself. And, you know, they're just bleeders. Seeing a little bit of blood isn't. But, again, they're not saying how much blood was in the house. Was it just droplets?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's too many secrets that don't need to be secrets.
Well, I hope that we finally, like, get a reason that there were secrets. You know, I just all I can hope for is that one day this all makes sense. And I've said this about so many cases that go unsolved, like these missing kids, like, oh, there's a reason for the madness, or there's a reason they're doing this, and then there isn't. And it's just like, nothing happens. It's frustrating.
Right. And all of the backtracking on information. You know.
It's better to just say, I can't answer that, than to talk around it. And the guy's just a moron, Evelyn. He's just, I've never seen anything like him.
Yeah, I agree.
Never seen anything like him.
I agree. Well, that was it. I just, that kind of plagued me a little bit. Why did she say, well, where else would I go?
Where else would I go?
Yeah. I don't know. There were many places she could go if she was in danger and knew it.
Right. It almost too
And
was
maybe
like, I'm with my family. I'm with my second family. Like, she seemed to be more heartfelt with them in front of the cameras
Right.
than her own brother and sister. Like, they were so stoic.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, could we be dealing with a family who has portrayed themselves as tight knit, close,
Yeah.
this, and they're really not?
Yeah.
Could it all be an
Yeah.
act? Could their
Yeah.
dynamic just have been a facade for the public?
Right. Which people in show business and whatnot, in the news like that,
Happens all the time.
They do. Yeah, it does.
I mean, do you
And
think that
people with
Savannah
money.
would be a selling feature if she came on and said, "Oh yeah, I talk to my brother once a year, and my sister's a weirdo, and I can't stand her husband. He gives me the creeps."
My sister's a witch.
Right, my sister's into Wicca, and it just you're just not gonna say that. You're gonna make it picture perfect, and it's really something to think about, man. It's really something to think about, like how many people that we watch are fake like that.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, tinfoil hat
Yeah.
in action.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
Evelyn.
for sure.
Well, thank you
All
for
right.
calling. I appreciate it. It was nice to hear your voice.
Say nice hearing yourself in real life.
Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye. Thank you, Miss Evelyn, for the phone call. So what do you guys think of that? What do you think of the whole persona? Do you think that their family dynamics have been portrayed something they're not? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible that they're really not that close? I don't know. I mean, because it's kind of like how Megyn Kelly and all the people that have been on the Today Show are like, we had to be so personal. And I mean, you can't come on and be honest. You got to pretend everything's great. I mean, so it's like we really don't know anything about the dynamics of these people. Not one iota. And by the way, the special tonight starts in 10 minutes on KVOA. We have to tune in a little bit later for copyright purposes. Hopefully it'll be fine. But we're going to have to stop and discuss and do all of the things for fair use on YouTube. Kathy thinks that Savannah and Nancy seem real. I just wonder how much Nancy sacrificed for Savannah's career, or if she actually enjoyed it. Did she actually enjoy the cameras in her bedroom? And Rescue Me, thank you for becoming a member today. I appreciate your support. Also, Opal Sisk has been a member for 1 month, and she says, "Do it, lady. You did it, lady." Thank you for 1 month of membership. I appreciate you. Deb K, that's a good question. Do you think the last group of people were there because they're going to convene a grand jury? That could be. Leo says, I think Savannah gave all the responsibilities to her older sister and gave two shits after because she thought she was taken care of. Check out the Pima County real estate records concerning A&T's house title. T can't touch it, and it was paid off in July, the same day he signed a POA to Annie. Interesting. Okay, let me open the phone line back up. Give me a jingle, 727-755-6001. Tell me what's on your mind. What's up, Duck Duck Goose? Duck Duck Goose.
If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hi, Jay. This is Alex from Georgia.
Hello. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. What's on your mind?
Good. I've been watching you, JLR, everybody.
Nice.
Okay, so my thoughts about the whole case, Nancy Guthrie, I really feel bad for this lady. But my whole thoughts about it were really my thoughts about the walk with the family coming down to, the memorial for Miss Nancy. I think that was staged. And my thoughts on that is that Savannah is smart. She is an attorney or lawyer. I feel like she is working with the police or the FBI. And I feel like this was I feel like it was a message to the viewers. Like, you guys are right. You all are on the right track. And I want you to watch the perp walk. His gait. Yes. Y'all, I just feel like it was a message to the viewers and to everyone. Like,
you're on it.
Yes. I just feel like y'all are right. Y'all are on it. Yes, y'all just watch.
Well, you have a good point, because who is everyone looking at, right? And who's all the public talking about? Him. Everybody's bringing the flowers, and then she mimics what the public is doing with him.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
So that was really the message that I got from that. And I do really feel like Savannah is working with the FBI and everything. Like, she knows what they don't know as far as her, Tommaso and her sister. She knows what they don't know. And I feel like the ransom letters, some of them were like to throw people off, but some of them were real. The ones that Savannah got, and maybe the news, the local news station, I feel like those were the ones that were accurate. I feel like Savannah knows more than what we know, of course, because they're the family, and I know that they're working with I feel like Savannah has a special communication with them.
Which could have started with Senator Kelly.
Absolutely. Yep.
Did you?
Yes.
I have a question for you while I've got you. I'd like to pick your brain on the Christmas picture. Have you given any thought to the group photo where it's Savannah, her children, Annie, Tommaso, her kid, and then Nancy's kind of behind Tommaso a little bit? Did you find anything odd with that?
I didn't really find anything odd, but of course, everything is in hindsight right now. Because I do feel like, the family dynamic is just them, making face, just for the mom. Like, everybody is trying to come together and play nice with each other just because mom is elderly. I mean, that's what we do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Same. We did too.
Okay. So that's what I think that's what that picture was all about. I didn't really see anything odd except, like I said, in hindsight, knowing what we feel like we know now, which is Tommaso had it in for the mom somehow. That they were just playing nice. They were just, they have to
going through the motions.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like every family does have, like, different family dynamics, where there's ups and downs, ebbs and flows, we're feeling you, we're not feeling you. And, I just think that it was some of that going on. Yeah, a lot of that going on. I really didn't pay too much about the picture, pay too much attention to it, except, acknowledging that they probably did have some, fights going on, some disagreements going on, and they just needed to, play it off for mom.
That makes sense to me. Keeping up with the appearances.
Yes.
Because I'm sure there were frustration. I mean, I have sisters, and we had elderly parents, and one sister lived the closest. The rest of us weren't, as close. So she took on more responsibility than some of the others. I have four sisters, so you can imagine. So I can imagine how that would be with Savannah living her best life in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the baby on the Today Show every morning. And I'm stuck here, you know, making sure mom gets her medication. And, you know, you can build up resentment really fast.
Absolutely. My father passed away in 2013, and I'm the one that took care of my father. He passed away with me. And I had a sister that was on the road, and she got off the road, and, you know, she pretended to come help, and she really didn't help. You know, she actually formulated a relationship with the man, moved him into my house, all kind of stuff she did. You know, and my mom was like, you need to make nice with her, because I was getting ready to throw her out and the man, you know, because I don't know this man from Adam. She barely knew him.
Right.
But my mom was like, you know, make nice with her. Like, don't say anything. Don't get into any arguments with her, you know, because my mom didn't want a rift in the midst of, you know, my dad's illness on his way out. So, yeah, like, it happens. It happens. So I did. I cooperated. I made nice with my sis. And, you know, in the end, you know, I was still pissed. But, you know, I mean, you just have to do what you got to do just to get to the end goal. And that's for my dad to have all his loved ones around him, you know, in his last day, because that's what he would have wanted.
Right. That's what's important.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Thank you.
I hate
Does.
losing our parents. We're never too old to need our parents, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, so but this case has really thrown everybody for a loop, but I think that Nanos is telling us also something without telling us. You know, like when he said that what he knew from the very beginning is still what he's, you know, what that theory he's going off of. And I feel like when, what's her name, Ashley? When Ashley came out and said that she had a source inside the FBI on the investigation saying that, you know, their prime suspect was Tommaso, I think that correlates with what his theory is. You know, I just think that it's a whole lot of, you know, coded information that they're giving us that is, you know, that's right in our face. You know, it's like right in our face. It's like, I feel like Tommaso is a part of it. I do feel like he is the perp that was on the porch. What day? I think it's the backpack day, you know, like him with the backpack. The other person, I feel like it is another person. And I do feel like it's more than just two people. But yeah, I feel like Nanos is telling us something without telling us. And when he went back to saying what he thought at first, yeah. And the reason that they're not looking for her is because they know that she's gone, or wherever she is. They knew, like in those the ransom notes. I feel like the ransom notes said a lot, but it said a lot to Savannah. You know what I mean? And I think that's why they didn't search, because they knew that this person had her. This person gave them very clear and concise details as to where they were, where she was, you know, as far as not being nowhere near or around, you know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like they got enough information that they knew a grid search wasn't going to find her.
Exactly.
So in other words, they probably need to nail down the perp to find her. Right?
Basically.
Unless somebody stumbles across something if she's no longer with us, which unfortunately, you know, we're almost 50 days in. I mean, crazier things have happened. Look at Sherry Papini, right?
Yes.
She came back.
Yeah. Unless that phone call with the 84-year-old lady being airlifted to the hospital was her, you know, and you know, they're just keeping it hush.
See, they shouldn't be able to do that. That's weird.
Right. it is weird, and they shouldn't, but unless, because I feel like they haven't told the public to go look for her, so they're not forcing the public to go look for her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But then you got Savannah saying, I need your help. We need your help.
Yeah.
How can we help?
Yes. Yeah, but when did she say that? She said that was the last thing she said a few weeks ago, and she hadn't said anything since, except tonight. I know they're coming out to say something. And hopefully that something is that, we have mom, or we know where she is, you all can stop searching or whatever, because it is putting people in harm's way that's out there in that heat, that are doing their due diligence, trying to find her or whatever, in the billboards. Like, take them down already if y'all know that you don't want anybody searching for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even
I'm not
in... The billboards aren't even in Spanish, which blew my mind. I'm like...
And they're looking for a Hispanic person.
Right. Make it make sense.
Yes, wild. But thank you so much, Jay. I'm not going to take up your time. I know you have a trillion people listening and waiting. You've been a gem. So thank you. Keep doing what you're doing and keep this story alive until Nancy comes home.
Thank you so much. You were a great call.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Loved her. Thank you so much for the wonderful, thought-provoking call. It looks like the special is, let's see, let's refresh. I'll keep you guys posted. Hold on a sec. Nothing live on their YouTube. So I don't know if they're late or they lied. Hang on. Let's try their website. Because it said it would be on their website and YouTube.
Granger knows that if you're a school custodian, cleanliness is your
Let's check it out first and see where it stands.
Granger for a range of cleaning products and equipment.
I didn't
from
see an upcoming
disinfectants to
live.
Floor scrubbers. Granger for the ones who get it done.
The ones that get it done.
As the search for Nancy Guthrie continues, our community and the nation are rallying around her family to share messages of love.
KVOA.
We have been praying from the start of
Right
this.
here.
It was just heart-wrenching just hearing about this.
Nothing really like this ever happens around here, so we're all praying.
A community united
They don't have a
with
live
one
set.
plea: bring her home.
That's it. So it says we'll hear from some of her former colleagues, some of Nancy's former colleagues. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos will reflect on the investigation with a message directed at those responsible. The special will emphasize how the community is united as neighbors, friends, and even strangers have come to offer support. Additionally, the Guthrie family has a message for you and a heartfelt statement to the people of Tucson. It's going to be fluff. All right, let's go KVOA, whatever. Let's check that. Nope, I don't see any live stream. I think it's going to be, it's going to be fluff. A heartfelt message. Let's see, live stream. Let's see what's shaking. Do we think that they believe the ransoms? Who knows at this point?
Analyzing the cell phone.
So there is still digital evidence.
They're replaying the shit they've already done. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, we'll go back to that. We'll go back to that. They're replaying the shit they already did, it looks like. All right, let's take another call. Because we have to start late anyways. So let's take another call. 727-755-6001. You know, I have to wonder too, when was the last time that Savannah talked to her mom? It's under videos. Oh, it's a premiere. Okay. All right, so what we'll do is we'll pause it. It's a premiere. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking it would be live. Okay, so I've got it set. We just have to wait a few and we'll watch it together. Kim, I'm not sure if I did or not. 727-75. There we go. 402. We'll tune in just a minute. Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hey, girl.
Hello, who's this?
It's White Lotus.
It's White Lotus. What's up, girl?
I just forgot to tell you. Remember that time we were watching some older ladies came over and put some flowers down, and then there was a news station there that were miking up a couple of older ladies, and they were in the driveway talking about Nancy?
Yep.
I bet those ladies are going to be on there tonight. It's part of their little special.
I don't think it's them, because that was NBC. Right?
Oh.
Wait, is KVOA NBC?
I don't know.
Oh, they are. They're the Peacock. They could be. And those were the Mahjong girls.
JLR is like out there. They're up there miking them up. And
it was
so
like,
bad.
I know, it's a whole production.
Yeah, a whole production it was.
Yeah, it could be.
I just wanted you to pay attention to that because I bet that might come on tonight.
Oh, good thought. Thank you.
That's another thing. Did they tell Nancy's friends that they have a gag order that they can't come out and talk to us? Why can't her friends come talk to us?
Well, her friends talked to the New York Post. So are they like picking and choosing who they speak to? Because isn't it weird that Brian Enton never got an interview with the Mahjong ladies?
Yeah.
Like, he got the neighbors and stuff, but not the Mahjong ladies.
I just don't know what he's, I would love to interview those friends, her church friends, and have breakfast with them and say, what do you do all day?
Yeah.
What's your day like?
I would like to ask them.
Afternoon?
Yeah. Like, what was their daily routine? Did they meet? Because I know she was in a book club. I know she was in Mahjong, like they played Mahjong. So she was active at least with those two things in church. That's a lot of things. Like,
that's a lot of things.
Yeah, did they meet up weekly? Did they switch houses? Because I know they were at Nancy's on Friday night. I would like to know what her demeanor was, What was she talking about? Anything? Was everything normal?
Yeah, I just wanted to. I thought you had saw those two women they were miking up and putting in there, so
sure
I just
did.
wanted to bring your attention to it. Okay.
Yeah, I sure did. Thank you, White Lotus.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, bye. Yeah, the book clubs, the Mahjong, the church, that's pretty active for an 84-year-old who was sharp as a tack, might I add. Yeah, we're going to start the special in about, we'll give it 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so. Let's take another call from you lovely people. 727-755-6001. Call and tell me what's on your mind. Liz has not pranked me yet. That must be the cue. 727-755-6001. Dirty Dr. Pepper, what is that? And while we're waiting, I see a lot of you left, or some of you left, to go watch it somewhere else. But I promise you, the coverage will be amazing here. Don't go anywhere. Liz, don't give anyone ideas. Like the LIZ. Liz is gonna get a cease and desist from me.
And she sent out cease and desist letters too.
We had Idaho 4 coverage before he got caught. No Nancy coverage. Nada. Hello, you are live on the air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
It's Izzy again. I'm sorry.
Is she your home? Or you're not driving anymore?
I can't.
Girl, that was wild. You roboted on us.
It did in my car too. I was like, what happened?
I'm gonna have to go back and clip that. It was funny.
Well, I just kind of wanted to say I agree with White Lotus with what she was talking about on her first call, because I do think that they could have actually, like, buried her and done something with her, like, privately. And I don't know why we're doing all this stuff, but none of this stuff makes me, like, none of it makes sense to me.
No, it doesn't. I mean, you're right. I mean, the more that I talk to you guys and talk it out, you know, I have my own thoughts during the day or whatever. But, like, when I actually talk it out and hear that other people feel the same I do, that, like, here we have these people, like, we had the whole street lined with media. Now they're gone. There's a few still standing. And we just have people coming and going from the house like it's just any other day. Like, life's just carrying on. No flyers. No messages from the family. No messages from law enforcement. We're just there. We're just going on. It's weird.
It is weird, but I just wanted to tell you this, and I'm hanging up. I didn't come here to party. I came here to dance.
I didn't come to fucking dance.
I love that. That will go down all the time. In
James.
history.
We need to talk to James paging. James Feathers. James Feathers. If you hear this.
James, call in.
Yes, we want to hear from you, James. I want to hear all about Walter Nash. Like, I want to hear all about what a piece of shit he is. I want you to call me and tell me.
Yes.
People need to know.
Things to say.
Yeah, people need to know. They need to know about this guy.
And I can't find nothing about Walter Nash, and it makes me mad.
Mm-hmm.
But
I want to know about his wife going to jail. I want to know all about it.
Yeah, but I can't find anything on that. But then again, I don't know. He came back twice. He was drunk, but he said the same thing.
He sure did.
So that means...
I think he's got a lot on his mind, to be honest with you.
I do too. Oh, I do too.
And I think he wanted to talk, and I don't think he had the right ear at that moment in time.
No.
I think the sucker lady interrupted him. I think he's got a lot to say, and I would love to give him a voice, Ishi.
Let's try to give him a voice.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody knows James, if anybody gets a hold of James or finds James, let him know that we want to hear what he's got to say.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But I love you, and
I love you too, girl.
Just a shot of tequila and a nice blunt.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. You're fine. You're fine. Shit happens, man. Thank you, Ish.
Creepy.
It was.
Bye, guys.
Bye. That was the real Ishi, not the robot Ishi. Yeah, the sucker lady done messed everything up. Like, he was ready to talk. He wanted to talk that second time. Bad. Like, really bad.
You buzzed?
So, you know, if he hears this or anything, but James, I'd love to hear your story. I love exposing pieces of shit. Walter Nash, he's a dirtbag cartel drug dealer. He lives around here.
I didn't come to fucking dance, okay? I came to party.
So, yeah. For real, though, I mean, I would like to hear his story. I feel like James has a lot to say. Colette, you don't know who James is? Oh, you don't know who James is? James, go back in my shorts and look for drunk man shows up at Nancy's. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to start this in just a moment. I'm going to run and grab a drink. You guys grab your drinks. And then we're going to watch this special. Yeah, get me Brian Guthrie. Where is he? Get me Brian Guthrie. Brian Guthrie.
No, I'm just kidding.
Go, Zach, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to the Nazis?
All right, I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, James lovers. Thank you for sticking around, you guys. I love you guys. 8675309. Just kidding. Let's see. We are 20 minutes in. I think we're good to go. We're good to go. Thank you for calling in, everybody that called in tonight. You guys are amazing. You are so polite, so kind, so lovely, and so smart. I have like some of the smartest chatters, listeners, and viewers. You guys are awesome. You guys ready to start this? This is Bring Her Home, the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Okay? And I might stop periodically, so don't get annoyed with me, but, you know, it's all for fair use purposes. Let's go ahead and make this bigger. Okay. That's good, right? All right, here we go, guys.
Start of this, it was just heart-wrenching just hearing about this.
Nothing really like this ever happens around here, so we're all praying.
A community united with one plea.
This is brought to you by KVOA TV News 4 Tucson.
Bring her home.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight for our special program, Bring Her Home, the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Monica Garcia. We are 6 weeks into this deeply troubling mystery. Investigators say 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, was taken from her home in the middle of the night. The case continues to shake our community and grip the nation.
Tonight, there are still no answers, no arrests, no motive, and no sign of Nancy.
Its sources close to the case tell us investigators aren't any closer to solving it. Nancy's daughter, Savannah, again on behalf of the family, reiterating an urgent plea for your help.
To bring her home.
If you've been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign to please come forward, tell what you know, and help us bring our beloved mom home. Please be the light in the dark.
And a light in the dark is just what this case needs. Let's start by taking you back to the beginning. Nancy was last seen the night of January 31st at her home near Skyline in Campbell. She was dropped off there by her son-in-law at 9:48 p.m. after having dinner with family. By midday Sunday, Nancy didn't show up to watch church service at a friend's home. Her friend called Nancy's oldest daughter, who called 911. What began as a missing persons search quickly turned into one of the most complex investigations our country has seen.
Did you hear that? Dropped off by her son-in-law. There was no, we'll just leave it to family. But the son-in-law, boom, right off the rip. Go, Savannah.
What?
Yes, take notes, guys. Get your notepads out. Get your notepads out. All right, here we go.
In years.
The Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos has given many interviews on the case, but this interview is a bit different. He takes us back to what he remembers about that day when she went missing, shares what's happened since, and has a message for the person or people who took her.
It started with a call.
Take me back to the night of Sunday, January 31st. When did you get the call that Nancy was missing?
My team had notified me of a missing person. Search and rescue was searching the area.
And we begin tonight with breaking news. The Pima County Sheriff's Department is looking for a missing woman tonight. Good evening.
Okay, wait. I already have questions. She says, tell me about Sunday, January 31st. Didn't they get the call February 1st at noon? Sunday, January 30th. What? She said Sunday. Oh my God, I feel like I'm in another dimension. I feel like I'm in another freaking dimension. This is pre-recorded too. The 31st was Saturday. So she says, take me back to the night of Sunday, January 31st. Oh, Christ almighty. Hey, Colette. Okay, I got up to speed on James and Walter. James, call immediately. Yeah, in the evidence portal, it says January 31st at 7 p.m. File opened, and then you can submit your evidence. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Okay, let's go.
What's happened since, and has a message for the person or people who took her.
It started with a call.
Take me back to the night of Sunday, January 31st. When did you get the call that Nancy was missing?
My team had notified me of a missing person. Search and rescue was searching the area.
And we begin to...
His team notified him of a missing person? I thought Senator Mark Kelly called him and the chief of Tucson. Note that down. If someone's taking notes, note that down because I want to double check that.
Tonight with breaking news, the Pima County Sheriff's Department is looking for a missing woman tonight. Good evening.
And there were some concerns with what they were seeing at the scene.
And Skyline is where we are.
Investigators confirmed the missing woman was Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Savannah Guthrie, a name recognized across the country and deeply rooted in the Tucson community.
I don't even know that I knew it was the Guthrie family until probably closer to 6, 7 o'clock that evening.
Miss Guthrie is the
Wait, what? He didn't know it was the Guthrie family till 6 or 7 that evening. Six or 7 that evening. What? They got the call for a missing person, supposedly at noon. And they were there. The deputy first got out there at 12:15, and then he said he got a call immediately from the detectives saying we needed to bring homicide in. So he didn't find out that it was a Guthrie until the evening when he showed up out there and did that press conference? Whoa.
I don't even know that I knew it was the Guthrie family until probably closer to 6, 7 o'clock that evening.
Miss Guthrie is the mother of
6, 7 o'clock what evening? The 31st or the 1st?
Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie.
Within hours, the investigation was expanding with the eyes of the nation watching.
FBI was plugged in that Sunday. Monday morning, we got a quick briefing.
The FBI was plugged in that Sunday, which would be February the 1st. Monday morning, we got a quick briefing. However, we're hearing that he was resistant to the FBI and they basically had to force their way in. So what's true?
And that Sunday, Monday morning, we got a quick briefing. They had processed the scene and we knew we needed some help.
After the public...
Wait. They plugged the FBI in on the... What? He said that his guys processed the scene all night. The FBI was plugged in that Sunday. Monday morning, we got a briefing, a quick briefing. They had processed the scene.
And we knew we needed some help.
After the public appeal.
We do, in fact, have a crime scene, that we do, in fact, have a crime.
Area right outside of Nancy Guthrie's house.
Came press conferences, drawing hundreds of reporters.
We are aware of a ransom letter that was sent to the local media.
A tip hotline was created.
I thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom.
Billboards went up in several states, but the decision to clear the crime scene, followed by renewed searches in the weeks after, has drawn criticism.
A major focus, all of a sudden, on the house again.
Though Sheriff Chris Nanos says he stands by the work of his investigators.
Sheriff, looking back at this past month in the investigation, did it go the way you wanted it to go?
Yes, absolutely. Here's the thing. I think somebody said, well, Sheriff, did you regret this? Look, I have no regrets about my team and their efforts. I don't regret we let the crime scene go too soon or any of that. That's just silly.
Wait, who was that lady? Hold on.
Somebody said, well, Sheriff, did you regret this? Look, I have no regrets.
Look at this, you guys. This is the first day. See the dogs? And then this redheaded lady.
About my team.
This lady here. I wonder who she is.
In their efforts.
Nosy Nelly, wondering what in the hell is going on. My question is, while they were doing this right here, where was Annie and Tommaso? Like, they called 911. Like, Annie called 911. Oh my God, my mom's not here. Were they here at that time? Because look, there's actually crime scene tape. And we've never seen dogs there. So watch that again.
Did you regret this? Look, I have no...
But wait, there's a sign there. When was this?
Here's the thing. I think somebody said, well, Sheriff, did you regret this? Look, I have...
When did that sign show up? Because I've never seen dogs there in Border Patrol. This is like Border Patrol.
No regrets about my team and their efforts. I don't regret we let the crime scene go too soon or any of that. That's just silly.
It's new.
That's not Mary, is it? Is that Mary? Is that Luke's mom?
Did you regret this? Look, I have no regrets.
Is that Miss Mary? You think that's from February 3rd? What is that lady doing? Why do you think it's the 3rd? I thought the Border Patrols only had dogs there on the 1st. We didn't have dogs there on the 3rd. Because the dogs came in, they did the search on the 1st, and then Mr. Nanos said, go home. We don't need you anymore. The dogs were definitely, yes, Nick, they were the first. Who's this lady?
About my team and their.
Dude, I'm telling you, that might be Mary. Call me crazy. Who would have heard of her? Who would have heard of her? No, I don't think she's young. I'm stuck on this lady right now.
I don't regret.
Stacy, I don't know. He has no regrets. No regrets because he doesn't do anything wrong.
We let the crime scene go too soon or any of that. That's just silly.
New FBI recovered.
Then 10 days later, the biggest break in the case, doorbell video released showing a suspect
with what appears to be a gun at Nancy Guthrie's home the night of her disappearance.
Today, it remains one of the key pieces of evidence investigators are still leaning on. But it's not the only evidence detectives are analyzing.
Cell phone data, pings, cameras. I mean, how much are you guys leaning into that information, that evidence?
You know, it could be a cell tower dump, could be analyzing the cell phone.
So there is still digital evidence that you guys are waiting on to receive?
Well, we're analyzing all the time, yes.
The sheriff says investigators.
What? We're analyzing all the time, yes.
Investigators have gathered a lot of information. They're just not able to share much of it publicly right now.
The sign is this one right here.
Have gathered a lot of information. They're just not able to.
It's right here. It says, "Dear Guthrie's something." It's down here in the corner.
Share much of it publicly right now.
If you could talk directly to the person who took Nancy, what is your message?
Give her up. Let her go. Just let her go. Just take her to a clinic, a hospital.
A clinic or a hospital? I thought it was the homicide team. Why is he saying this now?
Opera. Just let her go.
And you've seen these photos before. This is the person that Sheriff Nanos is referring to. The FBI released these stills obtained from Nancy's Ring camera of a masked suspect at her front door. They believe this individual is a man between 5'9" and 5'10". You can see he's wearing gloves and a ski mask, carrying a black Ozark Trail hiker pack, and has what appears to be a gun on his waistband. Take another good look at these shots. If you have any information, reach out immediately to 1-800-CALL-FBI.
For weeks now, you've heard about the evidence, the tips, and the rewards, all focused on finding Nancy. But we don't think you've heard enough about who Nancy Guthrie is. News 4 Tucson's Andrew Capasso sat down with some of the people who worked with Nancy and want you to know the impact she's had in our community.
A big part of Nancy Guthrie's life in southern Arizona is anchored right here at the University of Arizona. From literally helping save thousands of lives over the decades to helping students in the communication industry.
I always think about Nancy as this quiet leader who was so effective without ever working at it. That's just the way she is.
Former Professor Jacqueline Sharkey worked with Nancy for decades.
She always has had superb communication skills, and she used those to help lead a couple of very important public health and education initiatives that we worked on together.
One project the two worked on, saving the Poison Information Center at the U of A, the place on the chopping block due to budget cuts. Sharkey says Guthrie got right to work.
Gathered more than 20,000 signatures that were delivered to the governor, and the Poison Center was saved.
She says while the work was not easy.
This is in the pre-internet days. So we're talking about brochures and fact sheets and petitions that a small group of people took all over the state.
I mean, this is great, but okay.
That work continues today.
Thousands of Arizonans have benefited from the Poison Center in the 30 years since Nancy had a major role in leading it.
That impact is something Dave Coulier says he's also experienced. He worked with Nancy on the School of Journalism's Advisory Council.
He's a huge champion of journalism.
I mean, this is great, but let's hear from Annie. Let's hear from Tommaso. They fucking live there. I mean,
University of Arizona. She was looking out for everybody.
This is like a memorial. Like, she's dead.
Graduates of the program and frankly of the whole university.
He says Guthrie put passion into every project she touched.
There are a lot of people who wanted to get involved for resume builders or certain ego trips and that sort of thing, but not Nancy. She had a quiet power. I mean, she wasn't the loud, talkative person in the room. She was the thoughtful person who provided input when it was needed.
Now, as the tribute to Guthrie grows outside her home, Sharkey says she is not surprised.
What was that?
As the tribute to
I never saw this before. I miss my BFF, Mommy, Nancy, Savannah. And they have sunglasses on and COVID masks. Did you guys see someone put that there? I never saw this before. They have masks on. Who drew this? Is this the Pinky? Is this what Pinky? This must be Pinky because we never saw her paintings. NBC went to Pinky's house. No wonder. That's some weird shit, man.
The Guthrie grows outside her home. Sharkey says she is not surprised.
It's all a sign of how much Nancy means to us and the enormous impact she had on the community and on our lives.
An impact she says everyone from her Catalina Foothills neighborhood to the U of A and beyond can all learn from.
She's a role model for how to live a life filled with meaning.
It is weird,
And
Scooters.
one other thing Sharkey told me, for Nancy, she says it has never been about the credit, but always about the people. Sharkey says that selflessness is precisely why Nancy's impact is felt so deeply across Tucson today. Reporting at the University of Arizona, I'm Andrew Capasso, News 4 Tucson.
And after hearing that story, it is easy to understand why Nancy's sudden disappearance sent shockwaves through our community.
3 days after she went missing, Nancy's daughter Savannah turned to social media asking everyone to pray. So that's just what Tucson did.
Most merciful God, we pray for our sister Nancy.
This is the beginning. This is just regurgitating shit. They should have just said, this is a timeline.
We needed a place to come together. And so a vigil popped into my head, and I know both Nancy and Savannah are very faithful, and I just feel like even if people don't pray, I feel like people want to do something. And if they can come together and share hugs and share stories, then that might make it a little easier.
Sally Shamrell helped organize the vigil. She says she met Nancy through her daughter Savannah Guthrie when the two were both young journalists at KVOA 30 years ago.
Welcome all of you who have come from the wider community for this vigil, for this time of prayer for Nancy.
Lupita Murillo is another former colleague who wanted to do something to send a message to the family that they weren't alone, and coming together was the way to do it.
Holding a vigil will make us feel like we're doing something positive. We're rallying around the family. We're asking God to please bring Nancy home.
Earlier in the week, Savannah had asked her social media followers to please pray.
We believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers.
And that's exactly what hundreds did at St. Philip's Church that night. They came from all over, many not knowing what to say, but others speaking out, praying for Nancy's return.
God is everything. I prayed for Nancy last night, and I assured her she's got this, she can do it, and we're behind her.
The church's pews filled with people holding candles. there to support the family and to pray for Nancy's return. Some who had never met her, and others who had known the 84-year-old for decades.
It's nice to show that Tucsonans are going to come out and support someone that the community loves.
Isn't that Alma?
And those two words.
Hold on. Let's see who was at this damn vigil. Who's that guy? He looks like the perp. He's with an old man. Love to see who was there. Did anybody know they were doing this? Was this a special service or did they just do it for mass? It was probably just a regular mass. Weird.
And those two words, please pray, the plea sent out from Savannah Guthrie, certainly answered that night. Now, though, as the weeks have gone by, the faith shared that night and since remains as strong as ever. As Tucson continued their prayers, investigators continued their work to find Nancy. Sources say tips and cell phone pings led to raids conducted in both Rio Rico and Tucson. But they didn't give them the break they were hoping for. The first one, the night of February 10th, a man was detained in Rio Rico and questioned by investigators. Then on February 13th, police detained and questioned 3 people following a law enforcement operation near First Avenue and Orange Grove in the Shadow Hills neighborhood. No arrests were made in either operation. Evidence analysis in the Guthrie case has also proven to be futile so far. On February 11th, the first black glove was found in a field about 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's home.
I can't even believe this.
On the 17th, the DNA was entered into a national database, CODIS, but came back with no matches. Then on March 4th, the DNA was traced to a restaurant worker who was not connected to the case. While that didn't bring any answers, detectives are still hoping surveillance video will. They're concentrating on this zone you see right here, bound by Campbell Avenue, Ina Road, La Cholla Boulevard, and River Road. If you live in that area and have video that shows anything out of the ordinary, you can find a link to share it.
So is this old? Is this like an old one? Because that's not the perimeter anymore. Isn't the perimeter like out more because they found that footage way the fuck over here? Excuse my language. Oh my God.
Video that shows anything out of the ordinary, you can find a link to share it with investigators on our website at kvoa.com/Nancy Guthrie. And as investigators continue to work the case,
they're talking about it because they're literally just revisiting the case.
Outside Nancy's home, a shrine in her honor continued to grow. It started with a simple sign. Dear Guthrie family, your neighbors stand with you. And over the next few days, the messages of hope and prayer continue to grow, along with candles and flowers. Among the chaos in front of the home and up and down the neighborhood street, the signs and other items, a constant reminder of the reason for it all.
We're praying to God that she is going to be returned to her family and she is safe and she's well. That is God's wishes, to have her return to her family back.
Who's this lady? Is this the lady that came out and said, Tommaso's a great guy, he's my friend's kid's teacher? Isn't that her? She looks like an actress. Who even are you, ma'am?
And she's well. That is God's wishes, to have her return to her family back to Tucson.
Neighbors enduring the interruption in their daily lives in their once quiet Foothills neighborhood. Many stopping by now to show their support in their once quiet Foothills neighborhood.
I'm looking at who was out there. Sorry, I'm just being nosy.
Many stopping by now to show their support.
I just came to bring some flowers in support of Nancy and the Guthrie family, to show that we're coming together as a community.
But others coming from beyond Tucson to bring their message of hope for Nancy's return.
I live in Arizona.
To bring their message of hope for Nancy.
Who's this cat? Who is that right there? You guys see that? Hold on. Who is this guy? I wonder what day this lady showed up. I don't remember her either. Look, because I wasn't following it. Look, there's nothing there except that one sign. Who is this dude?
Nancy's return.
Security? That's weird. Do you guys remember this lady? Because I wasn't following then.
I live in Arizona, Mesa, and I came down to pay my respects. I'm still praying for Nancy's safe return.
All of those heartfelt messages heard and felt deeply by the Guthrie family. Savannah and her sister Annie, along with her husband Tommaso,
like James,
returning to the neighborhood on March 2nd to meet with neighbors to thank them for their continued love and support throughout the search for Nancy.
Oh.
The three stopping
There's more footage of dogs. Why don't they have more footage of that?
Continued love and support.
And why are we just now seeing the dogs?
Throughout.
Look, there's the Border Patrol with their dogs around her house. I think that's her house. Somebody's house.
The search.
Proof they were there. Training.
For Nancy. The three stopping by what has become a street-side shrine, representing the many praying for Nancy's return. Savannah and her sister carrying yellow flowers.
Her sister?
Overcome with emotion as they looked at the hundreds of messages.
Savannah and her sister. Wait. Huh? Savannah and her sister carrying flowers. What about Tommaso? Tommaso was there too. What's happening?
Carrying yellow flowers.
So he was named in the beginning as being the one to drop her off. But they're not saying that he... Oh, they said met up with neighbors?
Stopping by what has become a street-side shrine, representing the many praying for Nancy's return. Savannah and her sister carrying yellow flowers, overcome with emotion as they looked at the hundreds of messages and tributes left behind to honor their mom.
Okay, that's weird. And why aren't you showing the footage of them doing that? Because they did that much later than there was a lot more flowers there then. Now, I mean, when they did it.
Representing the many.
This says Nancy, and then there's like an eye with like tentacles off of it. I never got to see any of this lady's work. No one ever showed it. It says Guthrie family, let Nancy come home. God is watching you. I don't know.
Many pray.
I don't know what that says. They should have read all these because the NBC went to that woman Pinky's house.
For Nancy's return. Savannah and her sister carrying yellow flowers, overcome with emotion as they looked at the hundreds of messages and tributes left behind to honor their mom. That neighborhood display remains a reminder of the never-ending support the Tucson community and people around the world have for Nancy Guthrie. And what investigators and the Guthrie family believe is that your tips are critical to finding Nancy. Tens of thousands of tips have already poured in from across the country, but we're still looking for that one clue that will break this case. The reward for Nancy Guthrie's return, this case. The reward for Nancy Guthrie's return now tops $1 million. Much of that came from her family, but Michael Hoopy, a lawyer from Wisconsin, added $100,000 of his own money. The FBI says they alone have received more than 25,000 tips, and at last report, 88 Crime reports receiving.
Who thinks it's weird that a random lawyer in Wisconsin ponied up $100,000 before her own kids? Huh?
Nearly 2,600 tips. Both are looking for more help to solve this case. And here are those tip lines again.
And at the heart of Nancy's disappearance is her family and her close friends. The heartbreak and desperation they are living through right now is felt in every message and video they posted to social media. They expected the national media to swarm Tucson once word got out about Nancy's case, but what came with it was a destructive group of profiteers, and the collateral damage has been far-reaching.
Call the cops on you and get you cited. Get out of here.
For 6 weeks,
Oh,
Nancy's
damn.
neighbors witnessed firsthand the media taking over their neighborhood.
At members of the media, hundreds of people. I tell you, it keeps growing out here.
Journalists reporting on the daily updates of the case, but soon came a different group of people, causing chaos in our town. From pizza deliveries to a crime scene to people showing up for photo shoots outside of Nancy's home.
Oh, my God.
People even asking to sit at the same table the Guthrie family sat at when they were together.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What?
At a restaurant last fall. Local leaders say these scenarios didn't just cross the line. It may have made things worse.
I wish that there were, we stopped having these sort of people that have a following in media platforms acting as if they are investigators. I do think that it is hurting the investigation.
Congresswoman
Oh my
Adelita
gosh.
Grijalva says in at least one case, a name shared during a live stream led to threats.
He was threatened, his family was threatened because they heard by a reliable source.
Then came the false accusations directed at members of the Guthrie family and friends, blatantly accusing some of them of being involved in Nancy's disappearance in the midst of their most intense time of grief.
People that, in my view, have taken sort of a shameless, shot across the bow of decency for this community.
Really? Where were these people when the roommates of the Idaho 4th, when these young kids were being blamed? Fuck off. That's what I say to these people. Excuse my language tonight, but fuck off. How dare they? How dare they? When the son-in-law was the last person to drop her off, last person to see her, and goes and hides, and we never hear from him. Stop it. What's up, Kresha? I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Those families.
These kinds of erroneous reports, comments, and posts have damaged reputations and are ruining the lives of innocent people.
Wait, whose reputation has been damaged and whose life has been ruined? That's what I want to know.
One of them, local band member and family friend of the Guthries, Dominic Evans, told the New York Times his life has been turned upside down after being linked to the case.
The typical consequence for a journalist that has defamed someone is the news station or newspaper gets sued. If they lose, an insurance company for that journalist is going to have to pay a judgment. You can't successfully sue.
What were they just showing the line to? What is this?
Sued. If they lose.
Where is this at?
Lose an insurance.
Who's this guy? Who are these people? Is this
company?
Is this the sheriff's department like the first day? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That is defamed.
I didn't follow this in the very beginning, so this is all brand new to me.
Someone is the.
I'm just looking to see who's there.
News station or newspaper gets sued. If they lose, an insurance company for that journalist is going to have to pay.
Maybe they were going in for waiting for the press conference, I bet you. Because remember, he did like 3 press conferences in 1 week.
A judgment. You can't successfully sue YouTube itself or Facebook itself because there's federal law that protects that platform.
With both platforms and those creating content on them hard to hold accountable, the damage they're...
Wait, what? It's hard to hold us accountable? What exactly have YouTubers done that they need to be held accountable for? I am very, very confused right now. This is pissing me off.
Content may cause can be immediate and lasting.
Horrifically damaging to people that are falsely accused, for example. Why? Well, in the modern age, you now have a scarlet digital letter, right? There may be vigilante justice, people giving out your home address, your phone number, your loss of privacy.
And unfortunately, these reckless reports continue to this day. They have devastated the Guthrie family and their friends, adding to their pain.
What? Look at her face. Adding to their pain. Look at her face. This is such bullshit. What the heck?
This day, they have devastated the Guthrie family and their friends, adding to their pain.
That was snarky.
Even in the midst of all of this, there have been moments of light, though. One of them, a call to our newsroom from a woman compelled to help. News 4 Tucson's Robbie Reynolds joins us now with that story.
It all started with one yellow ribbon, and then dozens more, handmade and sent to Tucson.
Are you freaking kidding me? It all started with one yellow ribbon.
The woman who made them, calling them ribbons of hope. And they're already being worn by employees here at El Charro, where Nancy Guthrie had lunch with her daughters.
Oh, so it's okay for El Charro to wear yellow ribbons, but God forbid somebody go eat lunch there and say, hey, can I sit at the same table they sat at? I mean, who cares?
Just 5 months ago.
Yellow ribbons, a symbol of hope.
I was saying we just hope that it brings awareness to the public, to just as media slows down, to remember to keep a watchful eye and ear out, and just to remember that she's still missing.
For Melanie, it's a labor of love. She and her friend Regina started making ribbons in 2003 when Lacey Peterson, a pregnant California mom, went missing.
What the fuck is going on?
They made more when Natalie Holloway.
How many tomatoes are you going to throw at this piece? Okay. 5 tomatoes is the worst. 1 tomato is the best. Rate it now.
Disappeared, and for others, until it became too much for 2 people.
I've been praying through every ribbon I make for answers.
Compelled by Nancy's story, Melanie started making ribbons again, and she sent the first batch to us here at the station. Word of the ribbons coming to Tucson touched Ray Flores, the president of Flores Concepts, and C. Charo. We gave his restaurant family the first shipment. This is the first time Flores has spoken publicly since Nancy's disappearance.
When we realized it wasn't just a simple lost person issue, the severity of it really kind of hit home because she had just been here a couple months before.
Why is it such a big deal that he's just now speaking out? Who's this guy? Who is he?
When we realized.
President of Flores Concepts and.
President of what? Flores Concepts? Hold on. Ray Flores, the president of Flores Concepts. The heck is that? All the tomatoes?
C. Charo. We gave his restaurant family the first shipment. This is the first time Flores has spoken publicly since Nancy's disappearance.
When we realized it wasn't just a simple lost person issue, the severity of it really kind of hit home because she had just been here a couple months before with Savannah filming an episode for the Today Show.
While he didn't know Nancy personally, Flores says he saw the closeness between her and her girls in his restaurant the day of the shoot.
You could tell they were a very loving family, and whenever you have that kind of pain hit, it does. It affects you because you can feel it in your own community, in your own heart.
For his employees, Ray says wearing Melanie's ribbons offer hope and remind us that Nancy is still out there, along with others that are wearing Melanie's.
Notice they're wearing clear gloves in this shoot. Look, make sure, guys, you're not wearing the black gloves. He's not even wearing the same ribbon.
Whenever you have that kind of pain hit, it does. It it affects you because you can feel it in your own community, in your own heart.
For his
Okay, you want to look at the employees? They got clear gloves.
employees.
He's like, it wasn't me. Fuck, why'd I have to get in this piece? It wasn't me. No one's ruined the community's lives. That's bullshit. It's total bullshit.
Ray says wearing Melanie's ribbons offer hope and remind us that Nancy.
All right, there's a couple other fellas. Not sure who they are, why they're there.
He is still out there, along with others that are missing. He believes as a community, we can all help by remaining vigilant.
Ooh, there's the bartender. How tall are you, bartender? He looks like he ate a lemon. Dude, they keep showing these people. They talk. So you know what's really messed up is they show these people at this restaurant. They tell us that the FBI was there for 2 freaking days. And then Nanos comes out and says, no, the FBI was not here for 2 freaking days. That's a lie. Thank you, Ishi, for dropping 5 memberships on us. Thank you so much. If you got a membership from Ishi, make sure you thank her. Very generous.
Thank you for your support.
Emphasize that for both English and Spanish speakers.
If you see something, say something. Si ves algo, diga algo.
Omar works at El Charro and was there when the Guthries visited in October. Omar works at El Charro and was there when the Guthries visited.
Poor Omar. And then they show him with a knife. Why do they got to do this to Omar? Jeez, oh, Pete's. See, they got to stop doing this. Poor Omar. Omar's like, hey, what me?
Diga algo.
Omar works at El Charro and was there when the Guthries visited in October. He and other El Charro workers support the Ribbon Campaign.
We're still supporting them and we're still thinking about them every single day.
We have a lot of people coming through here, so the more awareness we can create, the better.
And that awareness is already starting to spread among El Charro's customers.
It's a great program to have that, to stay united, to...
Okay, this is just a customer, it says. El Charro's customer.
Create something positive of something that's actually very sad.
A small ribbon that has the capacity to make a big difference.
If we can communicate a message of hope, then that's the only and best tool for all of us to be part of.
Employees at all the El Charro restaurants will soon be wearing these yellow ribbons of hope. As more on the way, Melanie has already made a second batch and they will be distributed throughout our community. Reporting from El Charro downtown, Robbie Reynolds, News 4 Tucson.
And from yellow ribbons of hope to the bonding between neighbors.
More than 6 weeks after Nancy disappeared, her Catalina Foothills neighbors
bonding between neighbors
say they've been leaning on each other for support. News 4 Tucson's Andrew Capasso joins us from there now with that story.
The most striking difference here outside Nancy Guthrie's home is the silence. Just weeks ago, this street would be lined with headlights and taillights. But now, while most of those news cameras are gone, the people who live in this neighborhood say it is forever changed.
This is a very safe, bucolic, beautiful place.
For 6 years, Jeff Lamy has called this Catalina Foothills neighborhood home. But he says what happened at this house, not far from his, has shaken
This guy likes
everyone
to talk.
here.
I think it's disconcerting that this occurred, obviously, and we're so concerned about the family and supporting that family.
And thinking more about how to keep safe, both at their own homes.
Maybe people are more apt to lock their door or ensure that that camera is operational, you know, that you've charged that battery.
And as a community.
That's the guy with the 2 Papillons.
There's been talk of reinvigorating a neighborhood watch.
But beyond those measures, many people who live in this neighborhood have been doing important work to help find Nancy. What you may not know is a network of neighbors here have played an integral role throughout this investigation, working behind the scenes to gather camera footage from each other's homes, cross-referencing that footage and getting it to law enforcement. It's part of a neighborhood action group which formed early on in Nancy's disappearance. One member of the group tells us that's our recipe. So far, we haven't found Nancy, but we can help law enforcement by being targeted. We let them decide what is actionable. The group continuing their work, they call it the recipe for being helpful.
The best thing you can do for safety is create awareness, create connection with neighbors.
One neighbor who asked us to protect her identity says what happened to Nancy is bringing neighbors closer.
There's a sense of what now out here. We need to rely on each other, and I've seen a lot of that in these past few.
Oh my God, it's a voice changer. You guys, stop. What the fuck? Neighborhood Action Group, working to help investigators. That's our recipe so far. We haven't found Nancy, but we can help law enforcement by being targeted. We let them decide what's actionable. Huh?
Targeted. We let them decide what is actionable. The group continuing their work, they call it the recipe for being helpful.
The best thing you can do for safety is create awareness, create connection with neighbors.
One neighbor who asked us to protect her identity says what happened to Nancy is bringing neighbors closer.
There's a sense of what now out here. We need to rely on each other, and I've seen a lot of that in these past few weeks. More checking up on people and more making sure everyone's okay.
She says it's helping the neighborhood heal.
Before this, we didn't know each other. Now we know a little more about each other, and we know we're in this together.
Something lamey.
That sounds so stupid. Who the... What? Did someone hit Lamey? Why does he have a mark by his eye? Are you okay?
Says is critical.
Absolutely. You know, it's the silver lining to a very dark cloud.
While hoping for the answer to questions so many are desperate for. What happened and why?
Because this was a shocking event.
And there is still a lot of healing to be done here. And neighbors say they're still fearful, and they will continue to be until they get answers in this case. Reporting in the Catalina foothills, I'm Andrew Capasso, News 4 Tucson.
Yeah, I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? Can you guys hear me?
Thank you, Andrew. For our team here at News 4 Tucson, the story hits home. As we've told you, Savannah Guthrie is part of the News 4 Tucson family, having worked here as a news anchor on her way up to becoming the host of the Today Show.
Reporting on the disappearance of her mom has not been easy. Like the rest of the community, we wanted to find a way to show the Guthrie family our love and support, and to provide a place for you to send a message of your own. We never expected the impact our tribute would have.
Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help.
Bring her home. Part of a message Savannah Guthrie posted on social media. It was a direct plea to those who were involved in her disappearance to let her go. But it was also a call for others to keep praying for Nancy's return. Those three words becoming the theme of the banner. We weren't quite sure how the community would react, but soon they started to come. Some to sign the banner, leaving messages of hope and support. Others leaving flowers and candles, each expressing their concern and love in their own way.
Our hearts are in it, and she's always on our mind. So the candles right here, the heart we made, all the names on the candles, to me, it's showing hope, it's showing love, and it's showing humanity.
And all coming by for the same reason.
Just to show my presence and support so the family knows that they're not alone and there are people that do care.
And for many, without even having met the Guthries, they still feel connected.
It doesn't cost to care for people, and I care for the Guthries. They're from here. Savannah grew up here. They're ours.
And now, as the days have turned into weeks since the search began, keeping hope alive is more important than ever.
Hopefully,
wait, hold on.
This.
I'm glad they showed him, but I want to see this real quick.
Hope alive is more important.
There's that lady again.
Have turned into weeks since the search began. Keeping hope alive is more important.
Look at that lady wandering around.
Into weeks since the search began. Keeping hope alive is more more important.
Did you see the flash of her? That lady looks like Mary, and she's hanging out while they're doing a dog search. That's weird.
Turned into weeks since the search began. Keeping hope alive is more important than ever.
Hopefully by doing this, it's still showing people out there that we care. It's showing people out there that just because the sheriff's not at the house anymore, just because there's not a whole group of people at the house, or you don't see stuff all over town anymore, we're not forgetting Nancy.
And tonight, the Guthrie family has a message for you, Tucson.
We are deeply grateful for the outpouring from neighbors, friends, and the people of Tucson. We are all family now. We continue to believe it is Tucsonans and the greater Southern Arizona community that hold the key to finding resolution in this case. Someone knows something. It's possible a member of this community has information that they do not even realize is significant. We hope people search their memories, especially around the key timelines of January 31st and the early morning hours of February 1st, as well as the late evening of January 11th. We desperately ask this community for renewed attention to our mom's case. Please consult camera footage, journal notes, text messages, observations, or conversations that in retrospect may hold significance. No detail is too small. It may be the key. We miss our mom with every breath, and we cannot be in peace until she is home. We cannot grieve. We can only ache and wonder. Our focus is solely on finding her and bringing her home. We want to celebrate her beautiful and courageous life, but we cannot do that until she is brought to a final place of rest. Thank you for continuing to pray without ceasing. The Guthrie family. Cameron and Christine, Annie and Tommaso, Savannah and Michael.
An emotional plea exclusive for News 4 Tucson. A family grateful for your love and support while desperate to find their mom. A reminder that you can find those links to call in your tips at the numbers at the bottom of your screen.
Like you, we were all hoping, we're holding on hope as a community. We can all work together to help bring Nancy home. From all of us at News 4 Tucson, good night.
What do you guys think? That was pretty weird, huh? Miss Margaret says, glad it's over. Tell me how you really
There's a
feel.
network of neighbors here.
It was a bunch of fluff. Rewind the letter. You want to hear the letter again?
Neighbors, friends, and the people of Tucson. We are all family now. We continue to believe it is Tucsonans and the greater Southern Arizona community that hold the key to finding resolution in this case. Someone knows something. It's possible a member of this community has information that they do not even realize is significant. We hope people search their memories, especially around the key timelines of January 31st and the early morning hours of February 1st, as well as the late evening of January 11th. We desperately ask this community for renewed attention to our mom's case. Please consult camera footage, journal notes, text messages, observations, or conversations that in retrospect may hold significance. No detail is too small. It may be the key. We miss our mom with every breath, and we cannot be in peace until she is home. We cannot grieve. We can only ache and wonder. Our focus is solely on finding her and bringing her home. We want to celebrate her beautiful and courageous life, but we cannot do that until she is brought to a final place of rest. Thank you for continuing to pray without ceasing. The Guthrie family. Cameron and Christine, Annie and Tommaso, Savannah and Michael.
An emotional plea exclusive For News 4 Tucson, a family grateful for your love and support while desperate to find their mom.
Why should it be an exclusive statement? Why is anything that they say so exclusive? That fucking shit should be all over every network. What's with giving exclusives? That's effing weird. That's weird. Exclusives. Yeah, they said Cameron and his wife, all of them, and their spouses. Seemed fake. Families should be saying it themselves. NBC exclusive. We knew that was coming, but they didn't even talk to the people they mic'd up. And then they also said, so tell me about, that was what got me in the very beginning. Bing bong was Tommaso dropped her off. We're told it's just family. Listen to that part again.
United with one plea, bring her home.
Bring her home.
We are 6 weeks. Mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie was taken from her home in the middle of the night. The case continues to shake our...
For our special program, Bring Her Home, the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Monica Garcia. We are 6 weeks into this deeply troubling mystery. Investigators say 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, was taken from her home in the middle of the night. The case continues to shake our community and grip the nation.
Tonight, there are still no
My
answers,
eyes and ears
no
hurt after
arrests,
that.
no
Mind blown
motive.
emoji. Mind blown
No
emoji. Mind blown emoji.
Thank you for the cooter chat. Who's that from? Hold on. Nick, thank you for the cooter chat. My eyes and ears hurt. My brain, I know everything hurts. I want to hear him say that about Tommaso, though, and then we're going to stop.
Sign of Nancy.
Its sources close to the case tell us investigators aren't any closer to solving it. Nancy's daughter, Savannah, again on behalf of the family, reiterating an urgent plea for your help.
To bring her home.
If you've been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign. So please come forward, tell what you know, and help us bring our beloved mom home. Please be the light in the dark.
And a light in the dark is just what this case needs. Let's start by taking you back to the beginning. Nancy was last seen the night of January 31st at her home near Skyline in Campbell. She was dropped off there by her son-in-law at 9:48 p.m.
9:48 p.m. She was dropped off by her son-in-law. And why does it say Skyline and Campbell? It's so weird. It's Skyline and Campbell.
Seen the night of January 31st at her home near Skyline in Campbell. She was dropped off there by her son-in-law at 9:48 p.m. after having dinner with family. By midday Sunday, Nancy didn't show up to watch church service at a friend's home.
Midday Sunday.
Her friend called Nancy's oldest daughter, who called 911. What began as a missing persons search quickly turned into one of the most complex investigations.
Doesn't even make sense. Who said final place of rest? Was that in the statement? I didn't hear that. Please consult camera footage, journal notes, text messages, observations, or conversations that in retrospect may hold significance. No details too small. It may be the key. We miss our mom with every breath, and we cannot be in peace until she is home. We cannot grieve. We can only ache and wonder. Our focus is solely on finding her and bringing her home. We want to celebrate her beautiful and courageous life. Oh, but we cannot do that until she is brought to a final place of rest. I didn't even catch that. I think they said her daughter dialed 911, meaning Annie, right?
Be the light in the dark.
And a light in the dark is just what this case needs. Let's start by taking you back to the beginning. Nancy was last seen the night of January 31st at her home near Skyline in Campbell.
Wait.
She was dropped
last seen on January 31st. Okay.
Off there by her son-in-law at 9:48 p.m. after having dinner with family. By midday Sunday, Nancy didn't show up to watch church service at a friend's home. Her friend called Nancy's oldest daughter, who called 911.
Her oldest daughter, but they're not naming her. Isn't that weird? Like Savannah has a name, but she doesn't.
What began as a missing persons search quickly turned into one of the most complex investigations our country has seen in years.
The Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos has given many interviews on the case, but this...
Yeah, I can't listen to him again. Ugh. Yeah, now release the Uber footage, right? Imagine she's found alive after saying all that. That would be messed up. Strange wording, says Irish girl. Where'd they have dinner at? What did they eat? What'd they have? Did Tommaso make his famous pasta? I guess it was just to sum it up, but they really didn't say it was like a summation of the case. Yeah, why aren't they saying their names? They didn't call Savannah. Savannah's not the oldest daughter. Annie is. Elizabeth says, I wonder if they actually arrest anyone, if it would make it to court. Good night, Carrie. Someone could have gone to Fleming's or CVS to find out more answers. Agree. I mean, they didn't really say anything, you know. Family is saying she passed, so why are others saying if you see her? Why is Nano saying, if you have her, just drop her off. Just drop her off. I know, it's crazy. Final place of rest, yeah. So they're no longer saying, like, we can celebrate with her. January 11th, late evening, no time. Just late evening. But I think that the sheriff's department asked for, like, or the investigators asked for 9 to midnight or something like that. But it's very, very weird. Take her to the clinic. Drop her off. Take her to a hospital. If you poison someone, it took a while to take effect. You would have to get rid of the body. Just a thought. Right. Because of toxicology. We're going to watch that reality show on Kick. Tomorrow's Sunday. Maybe we'll do it this week. Marcy. Maybe he needs to go to the clinic. That's weird. They talked about the poison. Oh my God, Stacy. I didn't even pick up on that. Oh, bing bong.
Bing bong.
I like how you think, Stacy Monroe. How ironic that Nancy saved the poison center. Could there be something with prescriptions? Nancy saved the poison center back in her day. That was what she's known for, is saving it. They didn't even mention Kalila. That was a good catch, Stacy Monroe. don't know, Kim. If anybody knows James, tell him to hit me up. What's that law where alleged suspect is granted immunity if they reveal incriminating information? Oh, hey Peter. That would be like, being a witness, getting immunity, granted immunity. Annie, I think if someone did this and you know who did it, if you know something, you can probably be granted immunity. Don't hold me to it. I'm not the DA or nothing, but I think that they like people that talk. So don't hold me to it because I'm just full of... I'm full of bullshit. Remember we watched that weird AI thing and they poisoned the freaking pasta? I can't. So right now on March 21st at 10:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my theory is the following. I still do not believe that the family is cleared. I do think that there could have been an issue with money, maybe even taking Nancy's identity and buying things in Nancy's name. And yeah, I think there could have been something to do with medications being withheld and the wrong medications being given. Something like that. Something clean, if you will. Something that would make it look natural, if you will. A proffer. They do them all the time. That's where I stand right now today. I don't know who the masked guy is 100%. You know what I mean? Like, that could be anybody. I think this was planned for sure. What did they do with her? I wish I knew. If I knew what they did with her, I could be $1.2 million richer. But I don't know. And then they wanted it to look like a kidnapping, in my opinion. I don't think Nancy saw the masked guy. I think the masked guy came after Nancy was hurt. I don't know why, I just do. I appreciate you, Laura. I mean, literally, if I had any idea of what they could have done with her, I don't know. That dude knows something, right? Even if he didn't do the deed itself, he knows something. And why isn't he talking for $1.2 million? Because you know what? No one would have your back. Like if you helped, it could be Irish. I wish I knew more about the meds that she was supposed to take. I don't, Lori C. I don't think that. I don't think she saw him. I mean, we're supposed to go off this timeline, right? Let's get our handy dandy timeline really quick. The one that the sheriff's office gave us. This one. So if we go off this timeline, it doesn't tell us shit according to the videos. So if we take the videos that were released by the FBI, like the caller said earlier, there's no timestamps. So we really don't know when that guy grabbed the flowers and put it over there, you know? We really don't know when the flowers were on there. All we know is that that at 1:47 the doorbell camera disconnects. What does that mean? Disconnects. Disconnects from what? From the wall? Disconnects from the app? What did it disconnect from? We're assuming, because we're told when it comes off the wall, it's still recording. They said taking it off the wall does nothing. It just, still records. You throw it in a bag. It's still, so what do they mean disconnects? What did it disconnect from? Her watch? Her phone? The app and the Wi-Fi? Took batteries out? Well, so if it disconnected from the Wi-Fi, that means they left the house with it then at 1:47. So, what if something happened to Nancy between 10 p.m. and 1:45 a.m.? Let's say for shits and giggles. How would they know when it disconnected from the wall if we don't have timestamps? It doesn't make sense. So what if something happened to her between 10 and 1:30 or 1:45? She's already gone. Doorbell camera. The mask guy comes at 1:47. Fucks with the camera. 2:12. Person seen on a camera. Probably inside, maybe. And then at 2:28, choo, they ride away. Because that's when her pacemaker disconnects from the phone. Pacemaker disconnect doesn't mean she's dead. It means it disconnected from the phone or the watch. So for all intents and purposes, anything could have happened between 9:50 and 1:47. They don't have the doorbell camera, so how the hell do they know when it disconnected? And what does disconnect mean? So let's say something happened between those hours. And then the guy masked up, right? Masked up, comes up, takes the doorbell off, goes inside. I don't know what they're doing inside. Getting her, I reckon. Okay, so they take the doorbell thing off. They go back in the house. The software detects them on a camera. They load her up in the garage in the car. And 2:28, they're gone. Right? Yes, he is a poop stain. Lori C. Wait, 1203 911 call. 1203 911 call to Pima County. Yeah. Yep. But you know what's missing from this sheriff's timeline, too? What's missing from the sheriff's timeline is the call from the church buddies at 11. We're told that the church buddies called at 11. Called Annie when she didn't show up. They waited till 11. Sorry, I'm just getting comfortable. They waited till 11. And then they called. No, I haven't watched any of Doug from Northport. I'm sorry. Right. And then Nano says he didn't even know it was a Guthrie till 6 or 7 that night. And then he did the nighttime presser. Which is weird, right? They didn't show any of that either. This one.
But we're looking for a missing person. Nancy Guthrie, I think we sent out a media release to all of you. Came to our attention, we got a 911 call, that Miss Guthrie was reported missing from her home. That call came in around noon earlier today. Our teams came out, our search and rescue team, being supported by our volunteers from Search and Rescue Association, from PSAR, from Border Patrol. They gave us their search and rescue dogs. We've pretty much just thrown everything at this as we can. Miss Guthrie is 84 years old and is not of good physical health, and so naturally we have some great concerns. The scene at the house also has some concerns for us as well, and so that's why we're doing all we can to try to locate her. We've contacted and remain in contact with all of our local area hospitals, our medical transport teams. So far that's proven to lead nowhere. We will continue to search as we are right now with our survey, our air assets. We use drones and our airplane or our helicopter. We'll be at this all night, processing the house, and then.
Remember, he said on this day, look at his earlobes. Ugh. Remember on this day in the one they just did, the interview they just did, he said the FBI was plugged in on February 1st. But notice that the reporter asked him and said, so tell us what happened like January 31st. And he did not correct her and say, no, it was February 1st. Did he?
Tomorrow morning we'll start again with our search and rescue mission and try to regroup and see what else we can do.
Okay, so he says search and rescue was coming back on the 1st. His eyes right there look like the perp. Trips me out. I don't like it. Ugh. Scary. I see the perp in his eye. I don't know why. Do you guys see it? Is it just me? Do you see it? Kind of see it?
Maybe we've missed something, but I don't need to tell you. This is very concerning to us. You don't typically get the sheriff out at a scene like this, but it's very concerning.
Why are you there then? If you didn't even know it was a Guthrie, why the fuck are you there?
We're learning from the house, and so we'll just continue. The detectives there, our homicide team is out right now, looking at the scene as well.
What is it about the scene that concerns you?
I would just tell you that it's certainly very concerning to us. Just what we see there.
Please speak out there.
I think we're all wondering, can you confirm that this is Savannah Guthrie's mom?
This is Mrs. Guthrie's mom, yes.
And you can't tell us anything about what at the house?
What I would tell you is we get these calls quite often, missing people, and we do a pretty good job of searching the areas and alerting the media with our media releases. But this one stood out because of what was described to us at the scene, what we found and located just in looking at the scene.
What we found and located just in looking at the scene. I wonder what that was. What we found and located just in looking at the scene. Was it, we know there was blood inside. Well, we were told there's blood inside.
So without getting into too much details, I have to allow my team to do their investigation, and they are going to be doing that. They are in the process of things.
Is there anything meaningful about it being homicide detectives, or is that standard?
It's not standard. Typically, our homicide team comes out when we have a homicide, a body. This one was of great concern. So the team was telling us.
What gauge the chances are that it's foul play? Would you be willing to give us any idea on that?
No, I hope it's not. I hope we find her. I hope we find her safe and sound. But we can't ignore what's in front of us, and we need to take all the precautions we can and deal with what the evidence is in front of us.
You said physical factors like physical things, but like also does she have dementia or Alzheimer's? Any mental?
No, she's what's being reported by family is she's very has no cognitive issues at all. She's very alert, very of good sound mind. Just some physical. 84 years old, and especially now it's as cold as it is. She has some physical ailments that limit her ability to move around in that.
There were some neighbors also looking around for Nancy. Are the neighbors looking around? Is that a help to you?
Well, absolutely. I mean, we in the immediate area, we ourselves with our dog teams and our search and rescue teams, we'd ask them to stay out of that area. But we certainly understand their concerns too. And if they happen to find anybody or see something, anything, call 911.
How cold did it get? Oh, she was missing overnight, I take it? She was.
Well, she was last seen at about 9:30, 9:45 last night.
9:30, 9:45. Yeah. Do you know how cold it got last night? Is that a concern?
So here he says 9:30 to 9:45, and then it turns into 9:48 garage door opens, 9:50 garage door closes after that.
No, you guys are going to know that better than I am.
Is that a concern, though?
Wait, what?
No, you guys.
9:45. No. Do you know how cold it got last night?
Do you know how cold it got last night? Look at earlobes. He says, you guys would know that better than I do. In a search and rescue mission. Don't you think he'd know that? Don't you think this asshole would know? Oh my God, this is an 84-year-old woman. She's been missing since last night. It was X amount of degrees last night. He is completely incompetent. Completely incompetent.
Is that a concern?
You guys are going to know that better than I am.
Is that a concern, though?
Well, it's cool right now. 84 years old. I'm cold. It's
so when she was.
What? I'm cold. What? I think every time he lies, his ears grow. His earlobes grow.
4 years old. I'm cold.
So when she was last seen, a family had dropped her off at home. Is that correct?
I guarantee you this guy's got the little blue pill in his medicine cabinet. He thinks he is a stud muffin.
She was last seen by family at 9:45 and 9.
She was last seen by family at 9:45.
9:45 is what we're.
9:30 to 9:45 is what we're told.
And did they see her in the home?
Yes.
And did they see her in the home? Yes.
And who called in the missing report?
The family.
You want? Can you say who?
I don't have that name in front of me.
And is Savannah Guthrie in Tucson or on her way?
She is not here. No.
What are some things, like if someone sees something, or like what are some things like people should be watching out for in this case?
She's not there. I thought she was on a plane earlier that day calling freaking Senator Kelly. Look at him. I'm clueless.
If maybe you ran into her, maybe she wandered off and you ran into her. If you've seen her or anybody like her, call us. Even being of good sound mind, you could have an incident that happen that causes you to lose some of your soundness. But I just would tell you that, look, if you've seen this
what
woman,
incident would you have that would make you lose some of your soundness?
Since 9:30 last night, at any time, give us a call. Let us know.
And you said that you've checked with hospitals, and what else have you guys checked?
Well, all of the medical transport teams in the area and hospitals and that. Nobody's reported to us that they have her in their care.
Does it being as dark as it is here make it like more difficult to find a missing person?
Well, our night search teams, they use our infrared systems and a heat sensing system. So in some cases, it actually helps. The body can distribute heat, and our flares or our heat sensors can find that body. But there's limitations on in the daytime. Our dogs seem to work pretty well, but if it gets too hot, they don't. Nighttime, it's like anything. It too has its limitations.
Now, this is the second time that I personally know that an elderly person has gone missing in the foothills in the past year. Is there a pattern at all that we are seeing? And it doesn't have to be just elderly, any pattern at all.
We have missing persons and search and rescue missions, not weekly, not monthly, daily here in Tucson. And it can be from a young 19, 20-year-old hiker
daily?
Who just gets lost in the desert or lost in the mountains. It could be an elderly person who's wandered off from a care home or something. So, it's just Tucson has a lot of people here who enjoy the outdoors. It's just beautiful. And so you get the hikers and those kinds of calls. And then, of course, we also have our elderly population. It's a great place to retire. And a lot of people choose this area for that reason. And, of course, when you're coming here for that reason, what's the attraction? A lot of the great weather we have today is a beautiful day. The outdoors, even to the elderly, it's just...
What does this have to do with shit? What does this have to do with the price of tea in China? It's a beautiful day today. The outdoors. Oh, even to the elderly. Dude, you are the elderly. I don't know who you think you are, what you're pumping yourself up with, but you are the elderly. In a freaking Corvette. Having an elderly crisis. I can't stand him. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, so our search and rescue teams, our search and rescue volunteers, we could not do this job without them. It is tremendous work for them, and they every day are out here helping us.
Can you tell us what the homicide detectives are doing besides being here at the scene processing evidence? Are you looking at acquaintances, friends, family, or?
Well, I mean, we're talking to anybody and everybody. I mean, that's just...
Oh, we're talking to anybody and everybody. Shut up, dude.
That's what you do. We've got to hear from people and talk to them. When did they last see this person?
Okay, what did you find out? Where's Annie? Where's Tommaso? Did they just go home? If your mother was missing, would you want to... I guess they said it was a crime scene, so they couldn't stay at the house. But I wouldn't have wanted to leave. I wonder what they did that night. I'm so curious. That whole day. February 1st.
Do they know? Do they have any ideas for us? Is there somewhere else we can check?
Is there anything from the evidence of the scene that makes you think there may have been some random encounter?
The only thing I can tell you at the scene is it's concerning to us that it's enough of a concern that we called out our criminal investigation team as well.
Okay. Any aerial surveillance?
Well, that's... You don't see it now, but we had our
He's looking up. There's nothing up there. Look at him. Look at him. He's perpetually confused. Yeah, he has a $70,000 Corvette Stingray.
Well, that's... You don't see it now, but we had our Survey 1, our aircraft. We have our drone systems, our...
Don't be nasty sometimes.
Volunteers, their drone systems that have some great technology attached to them. What other air assets? Earlier today, our chopper was out here, our helicopter. So we're throwing as much ground and air assets as we can at this. And now I hear our airplane somewhere up there.
They were training. You don't see his eyes his eyes creep me out. Ugh. Something about him, man.
Is there anything else that we didn't touch on that you think is important to know?
No, I just, like I say, I know that this is going to get some attention, but I just hope that we can find her, that somebody might know something, that they say something. Let us know what you would. And the call is our 911 center or 88 crime.
The concerning evidence.
that. Once the detectives complete their investigation, maybe then we can share some of that. But right now we're at the very initial stages of this. The search mission started early today. We'll continue that. We're not giving up that. But it does change its platform because of the nightfall, right? The criminal part of this, the criminal investigation part, is ongoing, and it will continue ongoing until we can resolve this.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see, we had our search and rescue, our PSAR, our search and rescue association, volunteers, literally hundreds of people out here. And
I mean, those ears should be illegal. Did this guy have plugs? I think with his past in El Paso, would it surprise you to hear he had plugs?
The area for those dogs that and still no signs. We've we've checked with all the local area hospitals, continue to check. Support teams, no results. I think what's concerning is what's at the scene, at the home, is of concern to us, so much so we've decided we're going to call out our homicide team. And so they're here, they'll process the home, do what they can there, and again, as we speak now, our plane was up just a minute ago. Those things are happening, but that'll transition to a daylight search again tomorrow. We'll continue that. We're not giving up that. We're asking the community help us. If you've seen Miss Guthrie, give us a call. Call our 911 or 88 Crime. We're just kind of working it from two angles. The criminal investigation side will continue at the house tonight. We're looking through processing that and see what we can learn from that, and we'll just keep going.
Does the search for her continue tonight?
Absolutely, yeah, we'll continue that. At some point in time, they've got to transition and settle down, but they've been out all day, like I say, since noon. Nightfall, it's a different type of search, so we change teams and transition then. I'm going to guess that here in a while, that night team will move on, and we'll come back at it again tomorrow morning. They reassess it and look at where could they have missed.
And just because the homicide team's involved doesn't mean this is a homicide.
No, no. What we're saying is there's some things there that are concerning to us, and we just don't want to miss anything. Search and rescue, their mission is we want to find you. We want to find you safe and sound and help you and get you there. That still continues. But we have an obligation to, when you look at things in this world of ours, you look at that and you go, is something wrong here? Is there something missing? We can't just dismiss that. We need to stay on it.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, Sheriff. Thank you so much.
Oh, God, horrible, man. He is just insufferable. I can't believe he released the scene. You two bad actors is pissed off. Is there something missing? Yeah, an 84-year-old woman's missing, you idiot. All right, guys, it is 11:30 already. Wow, we've gone 3 hours. Whew, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to wrap this one up. But yeah, do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? All right, guys, let's go to Nancy's. Let's go to Nancy's.
Dad, will you take me over to Nancy's? Dad, over to Nancy's.
Thank you guys again. If you could hit the like button if you haven't already, it really helps get out in the algorithm and all that good stuff. And subscribe if you like what you see.
No, I'm just kidding. Dad, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to Nancy's?
Good night, guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday. so much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further?
Bring it all in.
And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click. It's real easy, man.